everybody to NationWars 3. Roddy's really excited about NationWars 3. He had to rush out that tweet to make sure you guys are watching at home. Welcome back. It's the final weekend of NationWars 3. Bonne année.
Bonne année. Bonne année. Bonne année to you guys.
Bonne année.
You know?
Bonne année.
And bonne santé.
Bonne santé.
Bonne santé.
Indeed.
How's your new year going so far? I've heard you've had a clean 2016.
Perfect record in 2016. Didn't do anything bad or didn't drink any drop of alcohol.
Well done, you're 2 days in.
2 days in.
Roddy?
That's probably the longest streak he will keep throughout the year.
Yes, 2 days clean. Well, congratulations now, Funko. I'm sorry it won't last too long. Roddy, I know you had a lot of time in the Netherlands with your family. You have a lot of fun over there?
Yeah, it's been lovely to be home. It's very nice to have an esports event that close to home. Just hop on the train, you'll be home again. Just chill. Nothing too crazy either for me. Also perfect 2016 so far.
Yeah?
Ooh.
Yes.
He's been drinking water every day.
Yes.
I've
only had 2 Red Bulls so far this year. That's not bad.
I didn't do it. I didn't get any Red Bull yet, but
No?
but now that I think about it, I don't even have a 2 day straight.
I
drank alcohol yesterday. I had a Mai Tai. I had a Mai Tai yesterday.
You came here
On
proud
New Year's
saying you
Eve.
were
On
clean.
New Year's Eve, I didn't have alcohol.
Okay.
I will
what I
actually
said.
break the clean streak today because I bought a bottle of champagne for when
Because the
when
Netherlands
the
are playing.
Netherlands are going to beat Poland. I'll pop the champagne bottle. Actually, I'll pop it as soon as we beat Notre.
That's the kind of day we're expecting today. Before we talk about the matches ahead, of course, some of you may have had short-term memory loss. If you have, of what happens in NationWars 3, let's take a look back at what happened last time.
Pour ce match entre la Norvège et l'Ukraine, je m'attendais à un BO3 entre Bly et Snot.
Awesome performance by Bly. He's very good at the moment, even better than I thought he was.
The matches between China and Taiwan were a lot more one-sided for China than I thought they would be.
Donc aujourd'hui, très grosse journée, franchement, ça faisait vraiment plaisir. La Chine et l'Ukraine qui vraiment en imposent.
We knew Poland was the best team in the group, and they just started with casual 4-0 against Sweden.
For Australia against France, I thought it might be a little bit closer than it was because Murray Lord just took Australia and absolutely trashed them. He all killed and it looked like he wasn't even trying.
Ça avait très bien commencé puisque dans la foulée de son all kill contre l'Australie, Marine Lord avait juste détruit du coup et Laser puis Mana et là Nerkio est arrivé.
I have still no idea how Nurture won it. He did so many very subtle things, but he did them so well.
La Suède-France c'était un match super important parce que la France avait vraiment besoin de gagner pour être qualifiée.
On pensait quand même qu'ils allaient gagner, les gens étaient plutôt confiants là-dessus. Mais ça commence par une défaite.
Genre Moro qui bat Lilbo, le truc improbable. Et ensuite, Marine Lord, lui, a pris ses responsabilités.
Marilo was on fire today. 10 wins and 1 loss overall in NationWars 3. That is impressive. He carried Lilbo and Stefano because they weren't good enough.
Desro qui fait l'effort. On se dit, mais attends, Desro c'est censé être le moins bon joueur de son équipe. Mais non, mec, il te sort le MVP de l'équipe en face, Major qui prend.
Quand on entend Huck après dire oui, voilà, il fait taire tous les haters. C'est qui disait dans l'interview, oui, il y a 2 joueurs dans l'équipe du Canada, moi, Scarlett, et puis le troisième, c'est un petit rigolo, donc.
I expected the Netherlands to win this match. I didn't think it was going to be super easy, but I did hold our players a little bit higher than I hold the current lineup of Denmark, and that was proven to be true.
Alors Pays-Bas-Canada, très belle rencontre. Personnellement, je m'étais fait un petit montage dans ma tête et je pensais que le Pays-Bas allait s'en sortir.
J'avais pronostiqué un 4-3 pour le Canada. Maintenant, ça s'est terminé en 4-2 avec une Scarlett qui a été au-delà de mes espérances, qui a été vraiment super balèze.
Hollande-Danemark, gros contender les Hollandais, on le savait.
Je m'attendais quand même à ce que Bunny, il arrive à se battre pour son pays, il arrive à descendre tout le monde, mais
Uther mal, alors là, pour le coup, il a été à la fois Uther et il a fait mal avec un double all kill.
Bah avant Finlande-Allemagne, personnellement je m'attendais à une victoire de l'Allemagne.
J'étais pas si chaud que ça, je m'attendais en fait à un gros stomp au moins au niveau du score en la faveur de l'Allemagne.
Started with TLO, taking the first map quite easily against Sugilian, and then Wellmu happened.
Nouvelle-Zélande-Corée, très très bon match.
Alors tout a démarré de la façon la plus normale avec Parting qui a défoncé les 2 premiers néo-zélandais et ensuite Petraeus est sorti, a réussi à battre Parting.
Ah, c'était de la folie, le Serral, il était beaucoup trop chaud. I expected Korea 4-0 easy games against Finland. Oh boy was I wrong.
Ils étaient menés 0-3, Serral a été impressionnant, après Innovation a quand même dit, je suis là.
Le moteur a mis un peu de temps à chauffer, mais une fois Innovation parti, entre guillemets, malheureusement, voilà, ça s'est retourné très très vite, mais Serral il a envoyé du bois.
NationWars 3 has been running now for a good couple of months, and we've seen some excellent matches, we've seen some great plays and great games, and now it is coming towards an end, but I think these last couple of months of NationWars 3 and our time in France has been definitely one of the most fun we've had in a long time, and I'm sure it's going to continue this way.
Yeah, I hope it will. I mean, I always go back to NationWars 2 to compare a little bit, and I remember the quarterfinal day. Last time was kind of amazing because we had a lot of great games. We had obviously France qualifying, so we were really happy about that. But in general, the whole hype and the fact that we do all 4 quarterfinals in a row makes it for a really amazing day because you'll see every team in the round of 4 at the end of the day, and the amount of cool games that we're going to see, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I always love days like this when you know it's just going to be a marathon day of Starcraft 2 because we are guaranteed, we're bound to have some really good games. We're bound to have a couple of matches that we'll be talking about because we already had quite a few good matches in the earlier stages. Right now the teams are more even, so to speak. It's going to be a lot closer. And we've got so many opportunities for great matches and hopefully some great storylines like reverse Orke or just like nice back and forth matches. I think it's going to be really good. It should be a really fun day.
It definitely should be. Let's take a look at the bracket then, as 8 teams have survived so far in NationWars 3. Korea versus China will open things up this evening. Poland versus the Netherlands!
The only time we can actually cheer for the Netherlands in 2016, so we better make it count.
And then, of course, Ukraine play not France there. Canada plays France. Ukraine go up
Finland
against Finland, so a little bit of a mistake there. But Canada plays France as the last match of the evening. But great nations that have made it so far through, and like you both said, it is going to be an epic day.
That on-the-fly editing, I love it. So smooth,
so good.
Never even happened.
Finland. But I think every single match, and we're going to talk in detail about every one of them, to be honest, it can really be an entertaining one, no matter which way you look at it, who can go through, who isn't going to go. Star players.
There are definitely favorites,
players.
I think, but that doesn't mean anything. We saw that as well, even in the qualifiers and definitely in the round of 16 as well, that being the favorite doesn't mean much. We saw a lot of huge upsets. Obviously, for our first match, beautiful Korea is the favorite here, but China looked really good in the round of 16, and it wasn't just that there was one player, okay, he's better than we thought he was, but Jigua had a great performance, then Maxed had an all-star performance in that match against Norway, where he beat Snoot twice, and he also beat Targa, he beat Aiki as well. I mean, he looked really good. And now again, I believe recently they had a tournament in China.
GPL?
Imre was talking to us about it. And apparently Maxed and Jiwa didn't look that great, or Maxed and Tutming. But still, though, they're going to put up a really good fight. These are not a bunch of clowns that play StarCraft every now and then. No, they are Grandmaster League players on the Korean server as well. They know how to play StarCraft. But
has Stefano been practicing? He said he had a couple of weeks to warm up and get himself ready for this tournament.
I saw him at Home Story Cup. He practiced a lot.
Anyway.
There were a lot of people who were just like going for the casual Home Story Cup experience, chilling with their friends, having a beer. Stefano said no. Sat behind his PC, grinded.
For NationWars 3.
4 days straight.
4 days straight.
4 days straight. A grand total of at least 11 games.
I wonder how his 2016 is going so far. All right, so
he's still partying, actually.
He's still partying.
He's like, guys,
he's going for the opposite record. He wants to never stop drinking ever since 2016
Right
started.
now, like, Stefano's getting a text. He's like, guys, I think really this is my last one. Because I gotta play
in a few hours. I need to sober up a little bit. All right, so we do have another video for you, and it is, of course, our predictions on what we think today is going to be like.
Franchement, j'étais tendu de ouf pour les tirages au sort du draw des NationWars.
J'étais sûr que j'étais en train de dire s'il vous plaît, pas la Corée, pas la Corée, pas la Corée.
L'avenir d'une nation se jouait ce soir, même de 8 nations.
J'ai envie de dire merci à la main innocente, Claire, qui a très bien fait son boulot.
On tombe pas contre la Corée, on est même de l'autre côté du bracket, donc comme j'avais prévu, on se retrouvera en finale.
I love the bracket. I think every match in the quarterfinals is going to be very close and very fun.
Le premier match, c'est le match Corée-Chine, et là c'était le meilleur pick possible pour les Coréens.
I think it's actually pretty cool because they will play against each other with almost no latency, so that's awesome and it's going to give us the best games.
Après, la Corée n'a pas non plus montré un visage extrêmement magnifique. Ils ont failli pas passer premier de leur poule.
South Korea contre China. 4-2 pour la Corée.
Alors je dirais China number 1. China qui va gagner contre la Corée.
South Korea versus China. You know what? China's going to win.
kind of worried for my country because I think we have a very tough draw in Poland. Notre is very good, Elaser is damn good, Mana is very good.
Je peux comprendre que Rotterdam ait fait un petit commentaire sur ça en disant non mais attendez, nous on se tape la Pologne en premier et vous tapez le Canada.
Poland, Netherlands. Don't give a damn fuck about that one.
Pologne, Pays-Bas, je pense que la Pologne peut gagner. Ça peut être un match serré, mais je pense que la Pologne est meilleure.
Bah, la Pologne va battre les Pays-Bas. Sorry, Rotterdam.
Probablement la victoire de la Pologne.
Not even close, 4-0 for Poland.
On passe au bas du bracket, la partie où il y a la France. Et du coup, le premier match, c'est Ukraine contre Finlande. Bly on fire.
Ukraine-Finlande. Pas évident parce qu'ils ont tous les deux qu'un joueur qui carry, qui est Zerg, qui plus est. Serral nous a montré un excellent niveau de ZVZ, j'aurais envie de dire Finlande. 4-1.
Ukraine, Finlande, l'Ukraine va gagner. Bly est super fort.
Ukraine contre Finlande, ça va être un match de ouf, mais je dirais la Finlande, même si Bly il est vraiment au top de sa forme.
This is a bit of a silly prediction to make, really, because it's kind of obvious for everyone who watches. Finland are going to crush the Ukraine 4-0. Cyril hype.
Je n'aimerais pas être un Ukrainois ou un Finlandiste parce que la bataille va être rude.
La France qui va jouer le Canada, qui est dans une partie d'arbre qui est gérable, ça va nous permettre de calmer direct le bon Chris Huck l'oranger.
Huck nous a beaucoup troll, un peu comme Noah des fois le fait. Donc du coup, je serais très content de voir l'équipe de France défoncer Huck. Big up les mecs.
La France qui va battre le Canada. Sorry Chris.
There was a lot of smack talk between Canada against France, more so than vice versa. Canada said that France wasn't a very good nation and they don't think they're going to do that well in this tournament. I think France are going to step up and I think they're going to show a really good set of games against Canada. My prediction is that France are going to crush it.
France-Canada, France va gagner.
Je vais prono la France, 4-2.
J'ai vraiment hâte d'être le 2 et le 3 janvier. Ça va être des très beaux matchs de Starcraft.
Welcome back, everyone. That probably is one of the best videos ever. I mean, at least I gave a prediction. Coca didn't even want to talk about it.
I don't give a damn about that game.
I don't even care about Poland, Netherlands. Roddy, I didn't go down too well with Roddy there. But I'm getting really excited now
4-0
for these games.
4-0.
He's not going to let that go, is he?
Yeah, well,
I thought I'd start talking about someone else and Roddy would go with it, but no, he keeps coming back.
No, it's just like the prediction that you made to make him mad. Like, there's
Pretty
no
much.
way it's gonna be a 4-0, right?
No,
it's not gonna be a 4-0.
Come on, guys. It's gonna I can understand if you say like it's gonna be a close match, but I think Poland will take it. But you're just like, nah, it's gonna be a 4-0. Like,
and then the few seconds after they cut that pot off, I was like, that's for you, Roddy. To the camera, but that never made it to the video. It's gonna be a great day. Of course, we're starting up with these two teams, though. There's gonna be China versus South Korea. I predicted China in the video. Maybe I was a little bit high on emotions and the fun we had on that last day.
Yeah, on emotion.
But it's going to be hard.
you were
for
high
China.
on something, and maybe emotion, and maybe
It
something.
definitely was emotion. It was the happy buzz we had going around the studio. But China have got a great team. They've played really well so far this season.
That's the thing. Like, we've seen Korea struggle a little bit against New Zealand, and now you've got China that is a typical potent team. They've got two great players. Tudming didn't have the time to show what he was good at, but Maxed and Shigua played amazingly well, and that's something worrying for Korea. Even though it's Korea and we want to say 4-0 Korea, obviously.
If you would have asked me to take a look at this lineup and point out the strongest player before NationWars 3 started, I would have actually said Tudming.
Yeah.
Tudming looked really good in the later stages of 2014 and early 2015 as well. He was that one Chinese player that truly was showing progress, while Jigua and Maxet, they kind of stagnated for a while. Like, they were good, but they were not really improving. But in NationWars 3, it's been the other way around. Tudming is the one that we haven't really seen that much of. Maxet had a great run, and Jigua had a great run as well. So these guys are really going to give it their all today, obviously. I mean, there's no second chances. It's a single elimination bracket. They got to do it right now.
Yeah, and they're going up against obviously the heavy favourites of the entire tournament, South Korea, who have the captain as Hydra, and then supported by the machine himself, Innovation, and of course Big Boy Parting. And you would be expecting them to make the finals. It would be obviously a massive upset if they didn't.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, It's not the the all killer lineup that we could have had originally with the voting system that we had, like Innovation, SOS Live. That was really frightening. Like best Protoss of Hearts, best Terran of Hearts, best Zerg of Hearts. But this lineup is still amazingly strong. Innovation showed us that he knows what he's doing on Legacy of the Void, to put it lightly, with the reversal kill that he did. Partying already won a tournament on Legacy of the Void. Hydra is a little bit of a question mark, but he has, championships to his belt. He's an amazing player, so obviously it's the team that you want to see in the finals. It should be like this.
Looked a bit shaky though in the previous rounds.
A little bit. A little bit.
I mean, people are talking about this lineup now like it's a weak lineup, but that's kind of ridiculous because Parting won so much as well in Heart of the Swarm. Innovation would have been on the team anyway. Parting has always been one of the best Protosses in the world, pretty much since the late Wings of Liberty or even mid Wings of Liberty. And then Hydra is the type of guy that actually had for the longest time a 62-0 win record against non-Koreans in best of threes. The guy was 62-0. Now over the years, like he has dropped a couple series here and there, but if Hydra is the weakest player on your team, you've got a pretty damn freaking amazing team.
Yeah. It's a very good team, and I'm sure they are going to perform today. We are going to update you as well with the prize pool, and of course, if you continue to donate on both the English and French stream, 40% of that does go to the overall prize pool, which gets paid out to the top 4. And once we have that overall prize pool, it will be split in a way that is 50% for first place, 25 for second, and then 12.5 for third and fourth. So not only a big day to get to the top 4, but of course breaking through in the prize money.
And very nice as well for players to actually win a legitimate amount of money while just being comfortable at home, being online. They actually don't have to fly across the world for a change.
Yeah, and of course we'll be looking at donations throughout the day as well. So whenever you donate, we'll give you a cheeky shout out on the stream. Cheeky. And of course remember to include the hashtag NW3 on Twitter. We'll be showing some pictures of course throughout the day.
Yeah, exactly.
We love our pictures here at NationWars.
So we're going to have double the craziness. Oh, it's Mr. Roberts himself.
Wellness and watching some Starcraft.
Fits well.
Looks like he's in
the
middle of nowhere.
Mountains.
In the middle of nowhere. Look at those three. Look at Todd's normal face. His picture face.
Yeah, that's his picture face.
Sports combo.
I'm gonna say, hey, that's
Barcelona playing today. I haven't looked.
I have no idea. It's probably going to be like 7-0.
Does that count as a boring game?
I think NationWars is going to be closer than any Barca game.
Yeah.
So excited Funker, of course, a lot of hard work's been put in by OGaming and yourself ready for NationWars 3, and it's going to conclude over the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. Lots of action today, lots of action tomorrow.
Yeah, really excited. Quarterfinal day, always my favorite. I think even in the OUCS, it's one of the days that I like the most because there's so much pressure going on. And I think all the lineups that we had, you said it in the video, I think we have a lot of different matchups that are really interesting. Some players on the rise, some players that need to prove themselves a little bit, and I'm really hyped up about Finland. Like really, for me, Finland is maybe the how would you say that? Like the team that wasn't supposed to be there, the dark horse.
Yeah.
And they played amazingly well. Even Koka in the interview said they only have Cyril, but I'm against that sentence. Whelmu played amazingly well. Suivez has had the most amazing, ceremony after his win with the camera that wasn't set up right. So I mean, the Finnish team has a lot of potential. I'm really looking forward to them.
I hope we have another one of those ceremonies this weekend.
Oh God!
And that you can just talk over it again. You're just like, sorry man, this is just not working. Suivez, but he was in the mode, man.
He was in the moment.
He was in the zone.
He was living that moment.
He's like, I don't care what you say, Apollo. I'm going with it. I started it, and I'm going to finish my ceremony.
Yeah, I'm sure it's such a shame we couldn't see all of it. I mean, we never really knew what it looked like, to be honest.
This is really not that epic.
It was a semi-tribute to Finland and Star Wars, I think, but we'll never really know that, will we? Hopefully, if they win it. I think we made him promise, if he won again,
that he would do it again.
He'd do another one.
Yeah.
Or at least Cyril was going to do one. There was one of those two. We're going to do a ceremony. Maybe we're able to win.
Finland had a great opponent, to be honest. Like Finland against Ukraine, I really think that's the best nation they could have faced.
Yeah.
As second place finisher.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. But now China versus Korea, we do have the first two players. We don't have the interviews, pre-game interviews for this one. We will do have for the others. But here's the first match of the day.
So good. Such a shame I'm not guessing it, Sean.
Party versus Maxed.
You can stay for it. I don't mind. It's a PvP.
I'm not going to throw around the skills.
No, dude. No, it's a PvP. You're a PvP expert.
You can sit here.
I
You
want to
don't
watch
go
it with
anywhere.
Latot. I want to open up a nice bottle of wine, grab a piece of cheese, and watch it together
I'm
with
sure
Todd. We'll
those
cuddle up.
gaming guys don't mind. You can stay. No. You can stay.
Seriously,
Anyway,
if you want to cast it, I have nothing against it.
you know what? Just stay.
All right, it's all of
Roddy's
us.
joining
Okay.
us. Roddy's going to join us. So yeah, a cool PvP to start off the day. How much do you think that this means for China? It's obviously a big game, and you know they've had the opportunity to play in NationWars 3. They've got to the bracket stage. They're obviously going to be really pumped for this. But can they actually overcome the tournament favourites? It's
If they overcome, you mean? Yeah, if they beat them, that would be
They gotta be
be
super pumped
crazy.
for this,
Yeah,
though.
of course. And then it's gonna be a really hard task to beat them afterwards because the momentum that you gather when you beat a team like that.
Also, every other nation is looking at this match, and if China does it, then every other nation just gets another motivation boost of like 150%, because then suddenly this is anybody's
An open
tournament.
tournament.
Yep.
Yeah, and then any nation can literally win. Right now, South Korea is still the clear favorite. If China somehow does this, then everybody truly believes that they can win NationWars Season
Who do you
3.
think they're going to rely on most then? China to do this? Are they putting a lot of their
It has
hopes
to be a shared team effort. There's not
Okay.
one man that can just take out South Korea. It has to be, one for all and all for one.
Yeah.
Everybody just has to focus on at least winning their first match.
Exactly. Tudming has to be, a part of the general effort, because I don't see either Maxed or Shigua taking more than 2 games in a row against Korea. But you never know. And that was kind of crazy what you tried there, Apollo. But
Yeah, man, I'm a crazy guy. What can I say?
But yeah. I think they need to start. They need to start hard and strong. And Max said right now, if he can take out Parting, that's already an amazing start. Because
That's a great start.
It's not. Once again, we said Hydra is an amazing player, but he's still considered as the weakest link in the team, and it's not the first one that gets thrown out. So if you take out either Parting or Innovation, then what's going on? China.
We know that Max at his PVZ is extremely good.
Yeah.
So if he's somehow able to beat Parting here, and the map is Arena, by the way, and I think that's very important to mention, because Arena is still that crazy map out there that plays out so different than any other map. Like a lot of people look at our current map pool, and some people like it, some people hate it, and that doesn't really matter. What does matter is that some of the maps have unique features, but none of them is as unique as Arena is. Arena plays out so different than almost any other map out there. So maybe Maxed has something very special in store for us. Then again, this is still Parting. If we talk about special, Parting always has something cool and special for us. So.
He always does.
Yeah,
But it would be-
Parting's pumped. He's already said in here that he's ready to kill the Chinese team. I asked him if it's going to be a 4-0. We'll see if he replies or not. But obviously full confidence no matter what the situation is, Parting. That's kind of, he goes, if you believe me, I will.
Yeah, he loves
That's
me.
what he says.
That's my nickname
Yeah.
on the computer. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I believe in him.
We'll see.
Tell him.
Okay.
I believe.
I believe in you. There you go. All right, both players are ready. Funker,
Yes.
it is time to start the quarterfinals of
Yes.
NationWars 3. 4 long best-of-7s all day. It's going to be a nice and long evening. I suppose we have crossed that mark now really into late afternoon, evening. So let's have a lot of fun here today at NationWars 3. Arena, as Roddy said, is the first map of the quarterfinals.
I just love this as well, because normally we start at 6 and we still go to 2 a.m. Now we start at 4.
We
It's
go
like,
to 2
oh
a.m..
yes, give me more Starcraft, baby.
Yeah, this is going to be great, man.
Like no Starcraft over the Christmas break. It's like, it's been nice spending some time with the family, but I'm done.
Second of January. Let's do it. Let's make it 4 a.m. Let's do this. Game 1, Parting versus Maxed, Korea versus China. The hype is real. Can China make an unbelievable victory come true? Funker, it has to be you to do this. Come on, hit it.
All right.
Hit it, Funker.
For China, can they do it? They play against the favorite of NationWars 3. Starting out in the red as Protoss is Maxed.
That's epic.
With the tunes and everything.
When the French team plays, I want to hear like the bells of Notre Dame.
Come on, Funker, hit it again.
All right. One of my favorite players of all time, a cheeky dude but a skilled dude, is in the Protoss, in the blue, top left. It is Parting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nerd chills.
Blue lightsaber, red lightsaber.
Come on, Ray, do it.
This is going to be epic. What a great day we have upon us. And already we see Parton opening up here with a double gateway, Rotty.
Yeah, pretty much everybody goes double gate on this map. Not going double gate will just put you in a very awkward spot immediately. Quick expands are popular in PvP, but on the arena you have to have a very solid plan if you want to get away with it. Some people maybe drop like a pylon in like the little hallway path and then somehow try to get away with a quick expand, but this map is weird. So most people open up double stalker, they meet each other in the middle. Then some people drop the expand immediately, some people try to go crazy on aggression. Most people followed up with Robo, and that's why Stargate became quite popular on this map, because obviously Stargates are good against robotics facilities. But we'll see. I'm very excited, man. I want to see what is Maxhead's plan here. Like, how do you play on the arena where you know that the longer the game goes, most likely the better your opponent is? So where do you find yourself in an advantageous position? You know, where can you make the difference?
Yeah. And be interesting to see as well how Pudding is going to approach this too. He's expecting to take the entire team down by himself. In what manner is he going to do that? Is he going to be playing it safe, or is he just going to try to steamroll, as we know Pudding likes to play? But we do see both pros, both players getting inside each other's base to see the standardist opening here from the double gateway. And then, of course, deviation comes in a quick second.
Oh. Yep, where are they going to drop their next pylons? The next pylon is still on the high ground. Sometimes people already drop it on the low ground to rely on photon overcharge if they want to go for a quick expand. But there's a good chance that Parting actually is going to play Stargate over here. Maybe like 4 Stalkers into a Stargate, because that is very safe. You'll never just die. And I think if I'm Parting, that's the way that I approach most of these games, right? Like, I'm so freaking good at this game. As long as I don't die, I'm going to be fine.
Well, it's Maxhead that's chosen the 3rd and 4th Stalker.
Yeah.
And it's Parting who at the moment saving his money. Does add on his 3rd and 4th after seeing the Stalkers of his opponent running across.
It's actually nice because the 3rd and 4th Stalker are going to be a lot quicker for Maxhead. Maxhead will drop the Stargate. Whoa. What is if Parting drops the Robo or expand into... Yeah, the probe is heading down. This is good for Maxhead. Like, this is what I would want. Especially because most of the time when you expand right now, you follow it up with a Robo. But even if he follows up with a Stargate, that means that his Stargate units are going to be later than the ones of Maxhead.
All right.
Yeah, I like what he's trying to do here. Like, just poke at the opponent's Stalker to just see how much there is, and if he's trying to hold on to the Naga Tower. And now all 4 Stalkers are going to come at
Robo.
It's going to be really hard to climb this with the probe.
The fight commences, and it is going to be Maxhead who takes the first blow.
Yeah, but he's going to lose 1 Stalker as well, and I think this is just an even trade. Whoa, he gets 1 more! The probe! The probe block! Okay, now you should just run away. Like, don't get greedy over here. This was really good for you, mate.
Now he's got the Oracle coming in as well from this fast Stargate.
Yeah, Mothership Core is most likely idling in the natural now because he's worried about more gateway aggression.
Where's Pudding's 2 Stalkers?
Yeah, I think he's going to check to see if there's an expand going up on the other side of the map. He saw it, right? Koka, can you confirm? Oh, he's going to get sandwiched!
Oh, he's going to get sandwiched. 3 Stalkers on the top, 2 Stalkers on the bottom, and the Oracle is going to come up in the main after that.
Maxhead's already 1 Stalker ahead, 2 Stalkers ahead now.
Yeah, now the Mothership Core kind of has to stay in the natural. Where's the Mothership Core Parting? I'm very curious about this.
And then the Oracle's going to fly in. Maxhead starting this one off aggressively.
If that Oracle gets 5 kills, that is phenomenal for Maxhead.
Okay, he's going to put pressure on the front to draw the attention of Parting to the natural. Oracle waiting to strike. This could be a massive moment here for China to start this quarterfinal game off.
Really great game plan by Maxhead right there.
Here's the distraction. Photon overcharge activated. Oracle's going to fly in!
Perfectly timed!
1, 2, how many is he going to get?
He can get 4 or 5.
The 4, and he's out with 4.
Amazing. Amazing start by Maxhead. He's now ahead 3 probes. He's got a second Nexus also. And the robotics facility is gonna come up right now.
Yeah, I love everything that Maxhead has done so far in this game. The only thing I wish he would have done is follow this up with a couple Phoenixes as well. Because I think these Phoenixes would always pay for themselves, but the Oracle is gonna find another opening.
5 and 6 probes gone down now. Loss of mining time as Pudding has to pull his probes off to stop further losses.
What about the Twilight Council timing? I think isn't it a little late for Maxhead? You don't mind? He's following up with a Void Ray. What?
Roddy.
Is he gonna try to bust in?
Yeah, I think
start his Void Ray Immortal?
Yes, I think actually that's what he's going to do, and I don't mind it. You know, don't let this game drag out. You've created an economic lead for yourself right now. Blink Stalkers are also going to be super useless in it when you have to defend against Immortals and Void Rays. There's so little Blink Stalkers
Parting's
can do.
gonna spot it. He gets in with an observer and sees the Void Ray production.
It's still hard though. I'm not even sure what I would do right now. Like maybe just get a bunch of pilots and like try to photon overcharge for days, but. This is a scary build to face.
Whoa. Throws the Robo Bait down the ball.
I think the attack is going to hit before he can get anything out of that.
I think he's misreading it.
Well, what would he be reading it as?
Yeah, like you want to try to get a disruptor. Disruptor is very good against the armies that don't have blink, obviously. But if I'm Maxed, I make one more Immortal, I make one more Void Ray, and I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Man, I think Parting is in trouble. I think South Korea is in a little bit of trouble over here in the first game of NationWars.
Yeah, already 36 army supply against 21, and all the units that really strike, he's got the same number.
He's not misreading it, because you don't get 5 pilots there if you're misreading it.
All right, can he hold off against this attack that Maxed has planned?
Oh man, it's gonna be rough.
It's like, I faced Void Ray now too.
I've faced this build a couple of times, and this is one of these builds. If you die to it, you're like, God, this is so stupid. You know, like, what is this Diamond League PvP? Like Immortals and Void Rays. But this map, again, it's so unique. Okay, he's gonna get.
He's trying to get that disruptor, and it looks like it's gonna be out in time to take the defense.
Yeah, with the addition of more gates from Maxed, it's gonna take a long time before he goes.
Did Maxed ever see the Robobay? Can we confirm
I don't think he did. I don't think he's been around the back there. Let me have a look here. I never think he went around the back. No, he didn't.
Okay. No, I did not see.
So with a good disruptor ball hit from Parting, and then of course Stalker's jumping forward to get on top of the Void Rays.
He's dropping a third Nexus.
All right, well there's still an observer around here for Parting who's going to move down towards his third. You might be able to spot it.
Oh, he's going to add a couple of Phoenixes as well, so he's going to try to lift up the disruptors then, I guess, after they shoot. So that is very cool. Man, if I'm Parting right...
Yeah, he saw the robotics bay, that's why, with this Oracle.
Okay. And Parting right now is probably wondering as well, like, hey, this attack, like, it should have pretty much been here already, you know, if he was serious about this. So he's going to spot this third base.
You think he put down the Nexus because he saw the robotics bay and was like, this might not work?
I think it's also to confuse Parting even further. He's just going to sing this one out. It's interesting that he has multiple Void Rays in his army while just playing it passive from now on.
Well, it's not like they're ever useless. It's still a unit that packs a huge punch against Stalkers, but yeah, I agree. It's like a unit that is so expensive that it will slow down your tech if you do it earlier.
Maybe he just wants to play 3 base against 2 base. Like, okay, if you want to defend, then defend on the low ground, and don't have to walk up your ramp with those 5
And he can still do the same attack, just with more Phoenixes that can stop the Disruptors, right? Because that is the key for Parting to hold it, is the Disruptor hits pretty much.
And once again, of course, in Legacy of the Void, you mine out the main base so quickly that if Parting cannot secure a third base, it's going to be very good for Maxed regardless.
Yeah, it definitely looks and feels like Maxed is just wanting to take this fight on the third instead of the second. Which makes sense with the pylon wall too, right? That he's going to overcharge on that second if he does attack up there.
Yeah.
So he's just building up his time.
I would love to see him do something soon though. I feel like if he's just going to sit back forever, I kind of feel like he's giving away the lead that he has created for himself. He's still in a good position, don't get me wrong, but not having disruptors, the bigger the armies go, the harder it is to avoid disruptor shots as well.
Yeah.
And yes, he's got Phoenixes, but look at the amount of Stalkers here. It's not easy to lift up disruptors when your opponent
the one pushing forward here.
That's a little crazy. 4 Immortals,
He's got
3 Void Rays.
Could blow everything up on the ground.
Oh god, Max,
where are the Phoenixes?
Max, you need to split.
Okay.
Luckily, he doesn't hit that. And the Phoenixes need to come in and do something.
Gonna go for it.
Lift. Okay,
lift one.
Now just go.
Okay, this one is dead. The first one needs to be lifted up. It's dead already.
Force field is fine.
Parting's really stopped pro production. He just hasn't built any until just now. He's only at 47 to 61. That attack didn't work.
The biggest problem for Maxed is that he does not have blink, so it's very hard to avoid disruptor shots. And yes, he's got the Phoenixes, but it's gonna be tricky because there are so many blink stalkers on the side of Parting.
Hey, he's gonna go for Mass Zealots with charge.
How many Zealots does he currently have?
I don't think that he has that much Zealots. If you look at it,
I mean, if he walks in 7 more, that really complicates things because Stalkers, if you have to fight charge slots and Immortals and Void Rays, like Stalkers have no idea where to begin even with taking out that army. So it's gonna take a long time. It's really gonna come down to the Disruptors. That's what it comes down to.
Okay. And already Templar is getting added into the mix to get Archons.
I love the revelation.
Nice
Sees
revelation.
it all now, and he turns around to take the fight. Maxed, he puts body shield up. 2 big hits coming in from Parting on top of that army. He blinks forward, catches a couple of Phoenixes, or Phoenix damage done at least.
Oh god, you really gotta split your units. Maybe just go for it now. I'd say like lift up.
Pick up those.
Just lift for it. Just lift and go for it. Oh god, that's another big hit. He's gonna lift them up right now. This is it for Maxed. It has to happen right here.
Well, only 5 Immortals remaining with not that much shield, but now they're getting closer to the Stalkers and the Void Rays. The
Disruptors are out though. The Disruptors are gone.
Just one left. One is left behind enemy lines right now. The one.
There's 2 being made at one time though, on the other side of the map. Parting has to get more out.
It's very
Where's
hard.
the reinforcements coming out from Maxed?
Yeah, where are the Zealots?
Oh my god!
What an immortal kill!
No!
Parting
The
with
dream!
What a hit!
Oh my god. That one.
That's the hit that changed this game completely now, because that's just every bit of momentum gone from Maxed in this army. Remember,
just when I thought I've seen it all with disruptors, I see one disruptor
and it was
kill
by itself.
4
It could have been
Immortals.
picked up by the Phoenixes.
Oh god.
And now all of a sudden, Parting gets on the aggressive side of things. He's got 2 more disruptors here to take the fight, and Maxed has literally dropped the ball.
Supply-wise, it's kind of close right now. He's trying to bait out some units with the disruptor balls. Oh.
Another great hit from Parting, and this game was definitely in favor of Maxed for the majority of it.
I mean, Zealots is still very good against Stalkers. If he picks up one more disruptor here, that's nice. Phoenix does get picked up immediately. That's the wrong lift. That's the Stalker. You don't want to lift Stalkers here.
Oh.
Just no Warp Prism or anything.
But the disruptor is gonna get shredded by Zealots with the charge. It's going down right now.
I'd say go back now, though. I think Maxed should go back or he's gonna lose everything, I think.
He's got a lot of Zealots coming up, but already 3 or 4 disruptors. Oh.
Another Immortal goes down. Blinks on top of the Void Ray. That's going to get taken out as well. Maxed still does have a better economy than his opponent, but he just doesn't have the correct army.
No, he doesn't have disruptors.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to win PvP in this stage when you do not have any disruptors.
Yeah, he's continuing to go down where he can only go at this point, which is Zealot, Archon, and Immortals. Another disruptor does try to get off there, doesn't get the best of hits. 2 more are going to take down the majority of the Zealots. But they're still charging forwards.
That's where you see Parting is such a boss. Like, it's well known that it's gonna be really hard for disruptors to hit Zealots, but the hits that he gets every time, and now with the blink forward, he's gonna get an Immortal.
Yeah,
maybe.
No, he's gonna get it.
He's chasing this down. There's a couple more units coming to help out, but he takes the Immortal out, will blink out and get out of there. If not, just kite against the rest of these units. Disruptors come in for another 2 hits, unfortunately. 2 bad ones there.
That's the only way that this game can still spiral out of control for Parting if he accidentally hits his own Stalkers. Has happened to the best of us, right guys? Well, at least to me.
And now the Disruptor's getting ready to fire again, and this may be the last fight that Maxed's going to see in today's games if he isn't able to come out again as a revived. And Parting, excellent hits, and just kind of knew what to do. As soon as he saw what was going on, he slapped down that Robotics Bay very early. Definitely could have got stung by timing, but it didn't happen. And this looks like the victory attack coming out from Parting. Can he finish Maxed off and get 1-0 for South Korea on the scoreboard?
The kiting is perfect. The disruptor balls are gonna hit both Archons. Like, Parting in that kind of situation, playing with Stalkers and heavy micro situation, heavy tense battle situations, is just so good.
I mean, he is bleeding a lot of Stalkers over here. If there are 2 more Phoenixes to pick up those disruptors, that would be kind of expensive. But once again, Maxed is under too much pressure to drop down his own robotics base. It's just not going to happen in this moment.
I would like to see a 4th base coming out of Parting. Considering he's the one like pushing the issue and making stuff happen on the other side of the map.
Oh, disruptor ball.
Parting, so 2 disruptors just on the other side of the map. Just coming through, he's going to lose 2 in the middle of the map.
Okay.
Look at the supply.
Yeah, he just lost 4 disruptors in a row. 2 on the right-hand side, 2 in the center.
Even for Parting, sometimes things get a little too crazy. Dark Shrine.
The Todd Dark Shrine.
Gotta be careful here with these
Stalkers are low.
Yep. It's going to be harder and harder to micro these Stalkers as well, the more real HP damage they take, because once again, Immortal's so deadly. And like trading out and blinking against a couple Zealots is nice, but you need to do a little bit more than that, which he was doing when the Disruptor count was going up.
But he lost them all.
Yeah, but he lost them all indeed.
Can we take a look at the income in general?
Look at Maxed has no gas and he has 40 probes and minerals.
Yeah, only 200 gas for Maxed. It's gonna sting at some point. So, if he gets a cancel on the 4th base, that's kind of good. He's gonna get it.
Photon overcharge maybe. Maxed, I really think Parting has to be careful here. He's not in a position where he can bleed a whole lot of units. Maxed really needs to saturate his 5th and 6th gas. It's driving me crazy.
These Zealots try to do something, but they're not gonna accomplish anything in their lives here, unfortunately.
They did well. I mean, they killed 2 Disruptors and a Zealot.
Yeah,
Nexus, excuse me.
I guess on that, yeah, they did do that.
They were successful warriors in their prime.
Nice target firing on the Archon. The Archon on the left is so low HP, but it's not dead. And that's a problem with Archons, guys.
Well,
there's 350 shields.
There are 3 Disruptors, though.
I mean, Maxed is, slowly starting to do okay again, but he's going to run into the same problem.
Yeah.
When Disruptors are back, which they are now, he's going to struggle in the fights.
Well, it's very nice. Like, he needs an overwhelming Phoenix count. Like, Parting has done a really good job at picking up the Phoenixes whenever he could. But if Maxed can surprise him and show up with like 7 Phoenix and then lift up the Disruptors, then you force the Stalkers to stay there to protect them. And that's when the Immortals can really go to town. And even the Void Rays, if there is still one, no. Even Archons are reasonable. He just needs to actually force the Stalkers to stay in a certain location so he can really do some serious damage.
Okay, he's gonna finally drop down at 4th base. Both players are really starved on minerals and resources in general. This game has been going on for 16 minutes, and you know, Legacy of the Void, everything goes way faster.
16
so they
minutes.
really do need it.
Whenever you play a 16-minute game, it feels like a 28-minute game. Like it's like, oh my, so much has happened in this game.
Well,
I'm a little bit sad that he revealed all 5 Phoenix there.
Yeah.
Because I think if I'm parting, I maybe expect my opponent to be broke or not really make Phoenixes anymore because you've passed that phase in the game.
The Phoenix is the key, though. I mean, in the counter key, if that makes sense, because the disruptors are everything for parting, and the Phoenix is the units that are going to stop them, or at least try to.
Yep. I mean, the thing is, like, Maxed would never be able to attack, because parting can just shoot a disruptor ball and retreat over and over again, and you cannot chase that army with your slow, immobile army that doesn't have blink. If you cannot force your opponent to stay in a certain location, so the Phoenixes are absolutely key here. They're like the super MVP
In the
units
center,
of that
in the
army.
center, in the center. Oh, what's going on? Okay.
Phoenix,
okay, the disruptor are not there.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Couple of small hits.
If he gets the 4th base, he's gonna try.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it.
This is gonna bring parting out to defend it, obviously.
Cannons and stalkers.
Oh, this could be it. No, he's not gonna go for it.
Yeah, a little indecisive on this one,
Also,
Max said.
let's not ignore the upgrades. It's 1-1 now, but +2 is on the way for parting. Makes a difference for Stalkers for sure.
Can 7 Phoenixes
Dark
really
Templars?
stop this 6 disruptors?
No, normally not.
Okay, that DT.
Yeah, a bit of a nuisance there.
6 probes in a game like
Parting's
this.
moving down aggressively now.
Yeah, he's gonna try to take out the 4th base.
He could use
he's not
Stalkers.
Yeah, he's not bringing disruptors. I would just fly in now and try to lift a couple Stalkers. It's a nice kill.
Or maybe counterattack just with the Phoenix and just try to take the disruptor by themselves.
Parting.
Man, this is still an incredibly close game. What a great way to start off this quarterfinals day.
And it's looked both ways as well, so that Max Ed could win it, and then Parting was going to win it, and now it's kind of balanced out again. But still, you've got to be favouring Parting because of the disruptors, but if somehow Max Ed takes them out of the game, I'm going to lose my shit, because that's going to be insane.
Maxed feels very stubborn here. This reminds me of his old school PvT where he refused to get Storm. Right now it seems like he's refusing to get disruptors, and you know, I was kind of stubborn about them as well at first. I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to play PvP without disruptors, and after 14 losses, you give in. You're like, all right, it's actually not possible. You need these units.
Are you ever worried about the high Zealot count, or is you just like, I got disruptors? Because isn't that a little scary?
Yeah, but I mean, Parting can get his own Archons as well. Normally they get their own Archons in the mix with their own Zealots. Or, lift.
That's good, that's good.
One Phoenix goes down, 2 Phoenixes go down, they go back in, but no, they do fly back out.
He doesn't dare to lift because he's afraid the disruptors come in, I guess.
Yeah.
He, of course, doesn't have the vision that we have. We see where the disruptors are, but Maxed doesn't.
An attack planned onto this 4th base from Parting, try to take out the pylon or cannons, and then let the Zealots do the rest, and DTs as well.
Yeah, what a close game. And 5th base getting thrown down by Parting. That's good. They need to keep on building bases. If that goes longer, they need to get some resources. They need to put their own resources.
9 disruptors though, guys.
Should Max Ed try to get disruptors of his own?
I
By
really
now,
think. I mean, yeah, I know it's hard, but I just don't see any other way. There are more disruptors than Phoenixes at the moment. And nothing in the army of Maxed is very good at avoiding disruptor shots.
Even if he picks up all the disruptors, the Phoenixes won't last long enough to keep them in the air.
They will still
the
shoot,
fight.
and then the Blink Stalkers will blink defensively, and then they will keep on shooting. Like, I think there is no way for Maxed. He has to give in. Like, you have to right now, I feel.
Well, if he doesn't, we'll see what happens. Parting tries to do something, doesn't really do too much there.
Dream scenario is that Parting walks into a trap and he gets surrounded. But I mean, how often do you see surrounds in Phoenix in PvP?
Oh, he's losing so many Stalkers right there.
Yeah, he's losing quite a few Phoenixes as well. Disruptor shoot.
There's no energy.
Here we go.
Oh!
Here we go.
Oh, those fighting models, they're still living. Every time they shoot 50, and now they don't.
And there's still a couple of disruptors that haven't shot at the back there. And it looks like those are going to be the ones that pick up the game as we thought would happen. Disruptors MVP, anybody?
Oh, what a game,
Parting
though.
eventually takes a fight that should give him the victory now. There it is, GG. Parting opens up the quarterfinals with a victory for South Korea over China. Tense game from both, and mistakes starting to creep in from both sides as well. Whew.
Yeah, that What a crazy way to start off this nation war between South Korea and China. I really felt that if Maxed would have pushed the issue a little earlier, because I feel like the Void Rays are such a temporary unit. They're very good when the Stalker count is very low, because by the time that like 8 Stalkers pick off a Void Ray while there are 2 Immortals in the ground as well, you're gonna lose a Stalker most of the time, or at least you'll take so much damage that you can do that one time, but the next time you really have to fight him straight up. So I kind of wish that Maxed would have pushed the issue a little harder while he was economically ahead and had a more powerful army that packed a much harder punch. Instead, he let the game go on, and that's where Parting said, like, all right, cool, let's make disruptors and let's make some more. And of course, I mean, that one disruptor hit, that one disruptor that was left behind, that came back, that blew up 4 Immortals.
Changed so much.
Yeah, if that doesn't happen, those 4 Immortals can actually keep on marching forward, and there's a very good chance that Maxed does way more damage there in the end than he actually did. But what a good game, though. What a really fun game to watch.
Yeah. Parting puts 1-0 for Korea over China, and we're now going to have to, of course, see the next Chinese player to come out, which we'll have in a couple of seconds once they've decided who it's going to be. But Parting started, of course, as he wants to go on.
It's so sick. One disruptor left behind in the middle of the map. Like, at first you're like, Parting probably forgot about it. It's like, no, he didn't. He brought it back when he knew that the kills was clear. He's like, all right, let's shoot and see what I can get. And it's like,
Phoenixes. They still have Phoenixes, though, with the army.
You remember Parting versus Solar in DreamHack?
Yeah.
That was kind of the same. The one on Lerilac Crest, where he leaves three disruptors behind, and then the counter attack with Ro8 comes in, and he gets destroyed. That was really cool. Parting is such a cool player in that kind of situation. It's so good.
Absolutely. All right, thank you for sending in.
That's you.
Okay, sitting down between, guys. I'm going to translate that. Between mates to watch NationWars 3.
Love you, Slippers.
Wale.
Here's another one. Clean apartments. Hello.
Yeah.
Chilling with some awesome Starcraft ahead. Thank you very much, Chris. Remember, you guys can send in your tweets as well. And just include the hashtag NW3. Watching NW in bed. Beat Korea.
One of our Chinese viewers.
Arsenal game. And it's 0-0.
Thanks for the update, mate.
Bunker.
Waiting for France, Canada. We are, treating ourselves well. Wine, baguette, chips, toast,
living
and saucisson.
Saucisson.
So much for those New Year resolutions, eh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna live healthier this year. Oh, NationWars is on.
Bonanini.
Bonanini to you. And thanks for all your work.
Wine and cheese and lots of other things in that bowl.
Healthy stuff. I feel like Maxed had the opportunity to do a little bit more, but maybe he felt a little bit pressured to not go for it because he saw all the 6 pylons and the defense that was getting set up.
But then I feel like just go for the contain, or not even a contain, just keep him on 2 bases. Even if it's not forever, even if just for a while. If you're on 3 bases, he's on 2. I think that's a very playable scenario, especially in Legacy of the Void, when you mine out your main at like the 7-minute mark.
I mean, his whole core strategy is always going to be better the fewer units there are. Because the Phoenixes aren't going to be taken down as faster, which means they're obviously going to be lifting up those disruptors for longer.
Even Void Rays. Void Rays really excel in small
skirmishes.
Yeah, small skirmishes. Because once again, if you have like 7-8 Stalkers on that moment, you can maybe pick up 1 Void Ray, but then you gotta run because the Immortals are hammering away at your units, the other Void Rays charging up, and even a Void Ray that you're picking up almost instantly kills at least 1 Stalker. So I really felt that was Maxed's moment. But of course, it was just a great game. We can nitpick about everything because it's so easy what we see here, and we see all the opportunities. I also think that if he wanted to go Phoenixes, why not make those Phoenixes immediately after the Oracle? So you can actually do a little bit of economic damage as well with the Phoenixes. Even if it's like 3, 4, 5, 6 probes, that's very nice. And if the Stalkers don't have Blink yet, which they absolutely did not have on that moment, it was like light years away at that point, you can get a couple probe kills there. You really dictate the pace of the game. You always see where your opponent is. And I think it's very scary on a moment like that when you're also losing probes to get more probes. Anyway, next player.
Which one of the 2 Zergs?
Tudming.
But Parting's pretty good against Zerg, from what we've seen, right?
Yeah. Well, Parting is just good at Starcraft.
Yeah, he's just
good at this game.
Matchup, to be honest,
Just too good at this game, man.
It's been interesting to see what strategies they've developed. It's obviously going to be a little bit harder for China to prepare overall for Korea because they have 1 of each race. So it's not like you can drill out one matchup compared to another. But yeah, so 2 Zergs, Tudming and Shiga will have to play next if Tudming is taken out. But Tudming versus Parting then, our next game. It's going to be on Dusk Towers.
Pretty good defensive map. We were talking about it with Drogo earlier. And he's got some strats.
He's got a build.
On the
Yeah,
so I've got a build. We've seen his PVT build earlier. That was pretty great. But I think it's a pretty decent map for Protoss. Even though maybe Parting is more of the on the aggressive side of things. Dust Towers is a pretty macro map, but I don't know. I think it should be a good game. Should be a good game.
I think it's a slightly better map for Zerg than Orbital Shipyard. Like a lot of Zergs prefer Dusk Towers over Orbital because it's easier to get your fort base. But of course, the same goes for Protoss as well. And if Parting goes up to 4 bases, and you know that by now he's probably a god with disruptors already, that it's going to get tricky. But I'm very curious to see what Tudming can, bring to the show today. Because last time,
ranked as well.
What is the rank?
100 in GM and Korea.
Exactly 100.
109.
Would be very cool. It was exactly
what a
100.
scrub.
Yeah,
could have posted the emoticon 100 underline.
Yeah. Yeah, decently ranked.
Can you take a look at the statistics?
Take a look at the statistics against Protoss.
Overall, he's played a lot of games, but
480, 371.
Statistics.
We want to see the PVZ ratio.
Well, you can find out when it loads.
I think 62%.
Can he hide? Oh no, okay.
No,
Just
no,
lagging out. Ooh.
Where is it? Zerg,
Oh.
Protoss. 56.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's okay.
Not doing too well against Terran.
No.
50%.
ZVZ is his best. ZVP is his second best matchup, according to his ladder statistics. Doesn't mean everything, but means, after a couple 100 games, it's starting to mean something.
All right, here are stats from NationWars 3. So of all the games that we've seen,
Slightly Protoss favored.
slightly Protoss favored in this tournament.
55%. I don't think it's going to matter that much. I see Tudming as a really aggressive player. What we've seen from him in the WCS system, that's why the facts were written like, is he going to make more roaches than Shigla? It was always that Zerg that was really good at aggression in general and just, in your face with mostly roaches. Now he's got Ravagers to complement it, so why not?
Yeah, he's definitely a macro-oriented Zerg, but with a lot of aggression behind it. Like macro, and then just once he starts attacking, most of the time he never stops. Anyway, on the right top side of Dusk Towers, we're looking at the main base of our blue Protoss, hailing from Korea. It is Parting. Boom. So epic. I love the music.
And in the bottom left, hailing from China, as Zerg, making a pause right now because he lags. Should we introduce him during a pause?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
It is Tudming! Hype! See, even the poses are hype in NationWars.
We must wait 30 seconds until the battle commences.
I'm like channeling my inner orc when I hear this music. It brings me back to the Warcraft 3 days.
Whale tail. What an ID. What an ID. Whale tail.
What do you think it means?
The tail of
Tail
a
of
whale.
a whale?
Mm-hmm. But they're like, why?
Oh, why?
Because whales are pretty cool
Do
animals.
people eat that?
I doubt it.
No idea.
It would be
Oh,
sad.
they use a lot of sea animals to do like medicines and stuff like that, but I don't know about. Can you eat whale tails?
No.
That's good. What
does
whale
whale
tail
taste
taste like?
Oh, guys, you know what? Starcraft is on.
We're doing research about whale
I don't want to read these things.
I'll leave you guys to the.
Yeah, it makes me sad. I don't want to think about.
I don't want to think about eating whales.
No, I just want to think about Free Willy, like escaping. This is a happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts.
All right, so Nexus first opening for Parting, Hatchery first opening for Whale Tail, aka Tudming.
Looks better.
Yeah.
Double hatch before pool, actually. That's cool. I really think that for Tudming right now, it's going to be all about making sure that Parting can get away with too much too early. If he goes up to 3 bases super early, of course, Photon Overcharge is ridiculously strong. But if you cut drones even early and then just produce a ridiculous amount of units, maybe you can do something. But if you're double hedge before pool and gasless, then a lot of Zergs will already say like, okay, you're basically giving Protoss 3 bases now because you have no option to be aggressive early on. Maybe Tootming can surprise us, maybe he can do something very wild. Maybe like go up to layer even without Zergling speed and then try to make a lot of Hydras and Lurkers early. Of course, then you have to worry about Adepts again, so it's really hard to say what is the right thing for Tootming to do here, but I just really hope that he has a set plan. This is not one of these matches that you go into. It's like, okay, let's just check everything. If he does this, I'll do that. If he does this, then maybe I'll do that. And otherwise, I'll just wait and see. Like, no. When you're the underdog and you play against Sparting, just have a set plan and just go for it. Like, and just believe in it. Focus only on the fact that this plan is going to work.
Always about belief.
Yeah,
okay. Pro being a little bit annoying right there, and so no gas for starters, but then throw down an extractor, and now getting some gas going to get probably Zergling speed.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if Parting would go double Stalker, considering he scouted earlier that it was a no gas opening from Tootming. He's gonna go Stalker and Adept. Usually you see both of the same kind.
Yeah, maybe it's just one Stalker to snipe that Overlord, and then he's gonna follow it up with double Stalker behind this. And probably apply a little bit of pressure, try to push back the creep, maybe pick up a queen if possible. And also, as soon as he picks up this Overlord, it's hard for this, hard for Tootming to figure out when Parting is actually going up to 3 bases, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big mistake by Tootming.
He just really did not expect it. Okay, he's going layer before Zergling speed.
Ooh.
Kind of happy to see this, but let's not forget about the multiple Adepts that are on the way.
Yeah.
Defending against Adepts without Zergling speed is very, very tricky.
Yeah, he has 6 Zerglings and just the 3 queens across the 3 bases, so not ideal.
No, he has like nothing.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
he's gonna have to be perfect with anticipation and really following perfectly, like really thoroughly the Adept movements.
Such a quick turret base as well. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But yeah, just 3 queens, like it's gonna be so hard. Okay, he throws down a Roach Ride really early, and he's got decent gas in the bank, so he will be able to produce some
What are we thinking this is exactly from Tootming? It's so Roach centric because of the lack of Zergling speed. It's like the only thing, like Roach Ravager, Nidus.
Yeah, I was thinking about it as well, but he doesn't have enough gas for it at the moment. I'm not exactly sure. I think he's just going to try to produce a crazy amount of units as soon as he hits layer.
Overseer straight away.
Mass Roach speed in Ravagers, maybe?
Yeah.
It's like not that cute, but still.
But that's so gas intensive. And then you're going to mostly want to follow up with Zerglings, and he doesn't have Zergling speed, so...
Maybe he's going to queue it up soon after he has Roach speed on the way.
Well,
But I'm very surprised that Parting kept his 3 Adepts at home, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess he just figured that there was going to be Zergling speed because he did see the Extractor. Now he sees that Overseer is pretty damn early, so he probably knows like, alright, I think my opponent went up to layer without actually getting Zergling speed. But right now there's not really anything that Parting can do about that anymore. It's a little too late for that.
Alright. Overseer scouting everything. Twilight, Forge. The Robo is kind of late from Parting, but it's not that problematic right now. It's not like it's gonna have a Widowmine drop for some reason or something. So no detection needed right there.
Yeah.
Hydra is dead. Okay, we totally avoided the Hydra talk. So maybe just camping on 3 bases with Larkers and then slowly climbing a 4th and a 5th. I don't know. It's the plan still seems.
I don't think you want to play like that against Parting because he's gonna find openings, man. He's gonna see your Lurkers be out of position. He's gonna abuse you with War Prisms. He's just going to do terrible things to you. Tootming is taking a 4th and he's actually taking it at 9 o'clock. That's a Lurker then immediately, by the way, as soon as the Hydra then finished up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the plan he's using right now. Being so passive like this, when you're originally a guy, 3 H before pool, really, I really agree with that decision to go 3 H before pool. That maybe just, go crazy on the drones and apply some pressure. Right now he's not doing anything, so maybe he will,
it's like
just correct me, dude. I'm really good with Lurkers and passive play now. But
it just feels
it's not like what I know of him.
It seems like he's getting to a place where most Zergs would be eventually around this point in the game, but he just took a very different way to get there. Didn't want to play with Zerglings at all, maybe because he felt weak against the Adepts early on.
Or maybe that's just also the corner that he cut, that he feels like, alright, I'm playing as Sparting, I'm not going to be that Zerg that's safe against everything, because then I will eventually die to something. I'm just going to cut that corner and just hope he doesn't go crazy with the Adepts early on. make it up 2 layer and get Hydras and Lurkers as quick as possible. Now this push shouldn't be all that intimidating with a couple Ravagers, with a couple Lings, couple Hydras on the way. I really think that this really shouldn't be able to do all that much. I think he's gonna let these... No, he's not gonna let finish, no way.
Yeah. Even parting is not that crazy.
No.
That would have been a slaughter with the Hydra list.
Parting's got to be a little careful out here. This army that he's building up, especially if that Mothership gets sniped.
If he gets a cancel on that 4th base, that would be very big.
I don't think he had the time to check it out because of the Zerg.
I mean, he has force fields. Let's not forget about it. He can walk up this ramp, drop force fields, and then just kill this hatchery and then just recall home. Why not?
All right. And that's exactly what he's going to do.
5 Lurkers. And they're going to be done now. How is Tudmin going to approach this? Is he just going to allow this to be taken for free, or is he going to retaliate?
I think he's going to counterattack, though.
Yeah.
He's going to go with the Zerglings, but there's like 2 cannons, Zealots, and Pylons just waiting to get overcharged.
Parting spotted these 2. We can catch these out of position. He doesn't. Does he have an observer?
Even an observer right there.
On top of it.
He recalled. He recalled.
War Prism is heading towards the main though, so it's very important that Tudmin doesn't find himself in a position where he loses his entire main immediately.
Yeah.
Lurker's gonna try. Okay, risky. I mean, right now, Parting's army is not very good against Lurkers.
No, not at all.
Okay, well,
getting 1 snipe before he even burrows, but the first waves of Lurker spines, I don't know. Just dealt so much damage.
Yeah, they did a lot.
And now there's a lot of Ravagers and more support around these Lurkers now.
It almost looked like an EMP landed on the Protozoan.
Cross it ball.
Parting not moving.
Decent hits. War Prism in the main base, guys.
Yeah, that's a big problem here that he's going to have to deal with. A lot of Adepts here. Only very few units
and
to actually defend against it.
Yeah, not going so well for Hydras against against Adepts. And the thing is, that push is not moving forward. At the moment I say that, he's actually onboarding at the other side of the map. But he needs to deal damage really fast.
Colossus and Disruptors are on the way. He's against the clock. He needs to start moving to get this attack work. He's lost 16 drones.
Yep. And it's so hard to go up this ramp. That's the thing. Like, Parting can sit on 3 bases now because Tudmin is also on 3 bases and lost 20 drones.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are like 7 or 8 pylons here. These Adepts are still alive.
27 drones, 29.
Yeah. 38 drones overall left, and he's building nothing but units at this point. Tudmin is just going to make this work, or try to make this work. This attack has to be a success on this 3rd.
It really feels like this is just a slow and painful death. Oh, the first Disruptor is out. 3 Ravagers gone immediately. Well, and the Lurkers are just a little too far away to pose a super serious threat. And even though he's doing some work with this, there is nothing behind this anymore for Tudmin.
28 drones against 71 probes. Some Ravager shots are going to deal a little bit of damage. The Mothership core gets destroyed. But 2 Disruptors, oh my god!
Welcome back everybody, you're watching NationWars 3 and Korea is doing the job so far against China.
Yeah, the game are a lot closer than I expected, but in the end of the day, still 2-0.
Yeah, you thought it would be one-sided?
Yeah, like I thought it would be easy peasy for Parting, but it looked really dicey at times.
Okay, now he goes up against Shigua this time. What do you expect? Like a while back, actually, I think it was during the previous round, a lot of people were saying that Shigua is China's best player.
Yeah, that's true. And this time, he's going to face off with Parting on Prey on Terraces. And I'm really interested in this match because I'm thinking, Parting, show me what to do on this map. What do you do against double gold? I really want to see that.
I mean, you know Parting, like he's kind of like... he's a Korean Protoss, maybe not SOS level in terms of cannoning, but he can cannon. Is cannon still a thing in Legacy of the Void, you think, against this many gold bases and how scary they can be?
On the current ladder, some Protoss manage to steal cannon rush. Like, personally, I've tried it, and it doesn't work for me, so...
Okay.
If he's going to do that, I'm excited to see how he's going to do it.
All right, we're going to be getting started in a second. Yeah, actually, I wonder as well. Like, I just veto this map personally.
Yes, me too.
It's too tough for me.
It's the best strategy as a Protoss player.
I gave up pretty quickly. Like, I had a couple of really tough losses on this map. I was like, all right, no more. Like, yeah. Zerg is just... They max out really fast. It's really
we have a lot of units on this map.
I wonder if it was calculated, actually, by China to make sure they kept Shigua for this map in case like they were to lose the first 2 matches to try and score like a point here, which would be pretty important.
Maybe. I can see that being a thing.
Remember that Korea also has Hydra and Innovation as well. It's pretty tough. Like just beating Parting alone is like already so hard, but if you do it, guess what? Hydra and Innovation are still there. It's like So tough. I'm still hoping. I was really hoping going to this that it would be a close match. Personally, I'm still hoping here that maybe Shigua can take a win and we see a longer match here between these two.
Yeah, but I mean, even though like it's already a lot closer than I expected, the game has been very exciting. It was not like stomp where a player can't do anything. It was really close, really back and forth. And here we see the players from China.
Yeah, they're just regular ratios, I think, in terms of win rating across multiple matchups. Max said, in fact, after a bit of casting in 2014, Max had focused 100% on pro gaming again. Yeah, quite a few players actually tried casting, and apparently not just over in Europe, with guys like Snoot and stuff that did a little bit of casting. Apparently, even Max said.
I mean, when you can't play in a tournament, usually casting it is the best thing to do.
Yeah, true. Even like if you're in a tournament and whether it's because you're eliminated or something, it can keep you busy, I guess. And also, you don't have the same level of focus, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're just watching as a spectator, it very quickly becomes entertainment. So you're not really thinking strategy and stuff. Whereas if you're casting, you're actually thinking really hard about what's happening and stuff. That's personally how I always felt about it. I feel like I learn more if I'm casting than if I'm just watching something and listening.
I mean, it depends. Like personally, I almost never watch a series that's like not with Koreans in them.
Yeah.
But on est prêt pour NationWars, au gaming, Wally.
They're ready. That's a sick projector and a sick cat as well.
Oh yeah, actually yeah.
Look at the cat.
Oh, there's a cat too.
Photo giggles. California Republic. Posey Okan, do only NationWars 3. That's some pretty sick little puppets here. I don't even know what to call them. Watching NationWars 3 with my little friend, Rainer. There he is, with a stormtrooper behind as well.
Watching National Referee friends, go China, rooting for the underdog.
Dude, everybody has projector. Like, it's like 2016, like no more TVs.
Yeah. Oh.
Pose how much Choco Star Wars for the NationWars 3. Oh my God, don't make me hungry, please. Waiting for some food here.
Yeah, we're waiting pretty hard. Usually Rotterdam comes with a lot of candies, but I haven't seen any yet.
So, you reckon hatch first on the goal, no matter what, by Shigua, and what would one of the best things that Party can try be?
Like the last really high level current games I've seen on this map was Hero, I believe, versus Bill. Hero tried to like Nexus first on the gold, so I was like, oh man, he's gonna do something fancy, and then Bill just 12 pulled in and won the game.
Okay, let's hope we don't see something like that. That's not very entertaining. But maybe though, Parting, I'm sure he has something already. He has a little bit of an idea, probably a very concise idea as well, of what he wants to do here to go up against Shigua. And China is going to have to start scoring some points here if they want to have a chance. Otherwise, Korea will go through to the semifinals very quickly in our first match.
I think if they want to win this Clan War, they have to win this match no matter what. Like if it loses, there's no coming back.
I wonder actually who China revive.
I have no idea, actually.
I feel like it almost seems like for China, it's like one of the only teams where it's like could be anybody.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess Korea is one of those teams also.
But maybe it's because we don't know the scene as much. Like maybe some Chinese guy like, well, it's obviously blah. You guys don't know anything. If that's the case, sorry.
Yeah, actually, maybe, yeah. The thing is, though, like in terms of their performance so far against their opponents, it's been pretty equal. You know, they both like, in this case, Maxed and Tunming, they both had like a pretty good game, I think, against Sparting.
But just in the spirit that you usually send your best player last, I feel like they're gonna revive Zigzag. Because usually, like, it's what happens. Sometimes naturally, but...
Trying to find out what's going on here.
Yeah, there seems to be a little bit of problem. Hopefully it will be resolved soon.
You never use the P word in the broadcast.
I wasn't told, sorry.
Yeah, you say like hiccups or you find a way to like make it sound like there is no issues.
Yeah.
Part of being caster. So how do you relate actually in terms of style with your style in PvZ? Because you're known for your PvZ for a very long time since Start of the Swarm, with how Koreans play.
Well, I mean, we were talking about this a bit earlier, but Koreans, when I was watching Myansik, when I was watching Blaze, streaming on Azubu, it's like top 10 Grandmaster ladder, they like double target Phoenixes. They like it a lot. And usually, like a typical game, I'm not gonna do the same 100%, but if they're gonna go for some adept pressure, kind of, with like double target phoenixes behind it, then they get charged. But as soon as they see that they play with Ro8 Hydra, like no Zergling, they go back into Blink Stalkers. With like, and then they go a bit in whatever they want. But a typical game is gonna be like double Phoenix with charge almost all the time.
And did it look strong or?
It looks super strong. Like honestly, I feel like if the maps the map pool was like only the Tower on Orbital Shipyard, I feel like PvZ will be pretty good for Protoss. Like maybe not in balanced, I don't want to throw big wars around, but I feel like it will be decent, and that's the percentage that we currently see. With like Protoss still losing a little bit more than
So what's the best thing that Zerg can do against this, generally speaking?
I feel like if you try to be aggressive with double Phoenixes, you're gonna have a bad time. If the map is not, as I said before, if the map is correct. So since you can't really be aggressive, the only thing that you kind of really do is like try to make a lot of drones, try to take up to hive tech, and maybe outplay your opponent in the late game. But it seems like you can almost never kill the Protoss or like prevent the Protoss from getting like the army he wants when he goes for double Phoenixes.
Okay.
Which makes for a pretty long game, kind of totally actually. Like I've played a bunch of custom game with Snurts, and after trying some fancy stuff like being aggressive, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make lockers, spores, and I'm gonna take up to Broodlords.
And then how did that go?
I mean, sometime it went to the late game, and then I kind of changed my style. I started becoming more aggressive as it was becoming more totally. So I don't know, like the meta game was still shifting. I'm learning a lot every single day, like in Legacy of the Void, because like sometimes the current are like, okay, this is the meta game now. What you're doing, stop doing that and do what I do. So like, okay, guess I'm gonna change all of my strategies. So yeah, I learned a lot of stuff. I don't know if what I'm doing right now is going to be good in a week, but this is very exciting to play.
Yeah, okay.
It's a really good thing.
What about Parting? How much do you know about him in Legacy of the Void versus Zerg?
Well, I've seen at the DreamHack that he liked to do like either timing or adept pressure with upgrades. And he did the same with his opponent, like, Tunming, yeah. He did the same with his Tunming, which was like heavy adept pressure that's going to kill the Zerg if it tech ups too much, or it's going to kill the fourth if like his build is not really good. And then after that, he can like warp adept with upgrade if the Zerg goes aggressive. It's kind of a good strategy, but I prefer to do the same with charge lots. But he personally prefer adepts.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of a change style.
I feel like he handled the lurkers pretty well, to be honest. Like I feel, personally, I would have lost that game for sure against the lurkers. Like I would have tried to defend with everything. Like sending a war prism to counterattack, you think is one of the good ways to play against lurkers like this?
Like if someone is moving out with lurkers and you don't have an army to kill the lurkers, you need to do some crazy damage with war prism. Like this was not a really strong army by Tunming. It looked strong because the game was a bit scrappy.
Yeah.
But at that timing, a current Zerg could have twice as much. Like Lurker's timing, when the Protoss player doesn't have a good army, doesn't have disruptors or charge lots, it's really hard to deal with. So it's kind of the weaknesses of Parting's play. You do a big adept pressure, but if the Zerg takes no damage and go for a Lurker timing, it can be very, very hard to deal with.
So maybe Shigwa, like I guess he saw that game and he took some notes. The thing is though, it's not a normal map here, as we mentioned. It's Prime Terraces where gold bases very heavily come into play. Do you think actually taking double gold is too greedy, or maybe you take one, then you kind of scout, and then you see if you can afford to take the other? Because like you don't have to.
Honestly, I don't see what you can really exploit if you take 2 gold. Like, back in the day on some map, what was the map where you had like 2 gold in the middle on back rocks in your main? What was the name of that map? I don't really remember that. No, so I told you some. Anyway.
What was it like? Black rocks?
Like
the 2 in the middle, the snow map.
Yeah, the snow map. With the 2 gold in the middle. Like my point being that in Enter the Swarm, when it was a gold, the gold was far away. Even on the other map with the 3 natural. God, I'm forgetting every single name. But the 2 map with golds, the golds were far away. It was like a real risk to take them. On Prey on Terraces, it's like natural to take them. There's almost no difference between taking the gold and taking the natural. So there's really no weaknesses for me to take the 2 gold as a player.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you really feels like you need to do something special in order to counter gold-based play here from Zerg if you're a Protoss, because if you just play standard, the Zerg's just going to have so much more than usual, and he's going to overrun you. Especially like somebody like Shigwa who likes to play aggressive, you can definitely expect, I think, like a lot of roaches, zerglings, ravagers, potentially into mutas and all that. He's just going to keep throwing units at you, try to do economic damage, trade, while he keeps up with his macro, expands more and all that. So.
But personally, from parting, I kind of want to see a build where it takes the gold first. Like at the end of Heart of the Swarm, some people were trying to do that on these maps with gold bases. They would just take them and then try to do an immortal all-in of that. It's kind of rarely worked, but when it worked, you looked cool. Like
and looking cool is more important than winning.
Yeah, like looking cool. Like I mean, winning on Prey on Terraces as a Protoss player is already cool enough. If you do that while taking a gold base as your first expansion, man. You're racking up.
But I meant like if you attempt to look cool and you lose, then
it's backfiring pretty hard.
Yeah. PGZ is actually 38% according to our stats here.
Yeah.
Not quite the numbers you think we will see with some of the players complaining at times. I think it's really funny. Like a lot of people these days, they are like complaining about Protoss and stuff, and then some stats were released from like Aligulac recently and stuff, and it's like Protoss has like a negative win rate.
Yeah, but like usually the big binary swines, they come with like a really shocking best of 5. Like the last one in GSL, can I spoil that actually? Can I spoil the last GSL result? It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Munsic versus FY, I think. Like FY goes 2-0, winning micro games, or Munsic just all in 3 times in a row. Like just based off that, like all of the wine I run Protoss right now is based off that currently, I believe. Even though like the stats are not as extreme as that.
Everybody's biased for their race anyway, you know. That's just how it goes, man. It's unavoidable. The only thing you can spoil, by the way, right now is Star Wars. I'm sure people will be pretty mad if you did that.
Someone just joined us.
Hello.
At the desk.
Hello.
Hello, Funka. What's going on?
Not that much. I just came to help
Talk
in
about
the
easy.
yeah, just filling out, you know, while we are fixing the last issues. The name of the map.
Oh,
did you find out? Did you figure it out?
You know?
No.
I kind of want to search it. Like.
Okay, I know the one you mean, but
I mean,
the one I got immortal all-ins all the time, the ice map. Yeah, that's the one.
Expedition Lost.
Expedition Lost.
Expedition Lost. Discovered.
Expedition Lost. And then there was Station something with the Pocket Natural.
Habitation Station.
No. Not this one. I think it was called Station something. With the 3 golds. I remember it was CJ Buell, who was always going for like archery first on the first goal, and then maybe Vanny Research Station. Vanny
That's because you
Station.
said Buell, I remember.
Yeah. Buell was going so crazy every single time on this map.
It was
so
actually
fun.
a legit strategy. Like at the end of Heart of the Swarm, people were taking the goal in the middle, on the goal at the other side of the map. And like, you know, when you look at that, you're like, okay, taking this gold is viable. So why are you putting the gold all the way close to home, which is already viable, even if you put them far away?
Actually, what was the map? Like, let's go
for it.
What was the map that was like in WCS for some time, where like you start either bottom left or top right, where there is gold bases kind of in middle of the map, where there was a lot of split map situations with Swarm Host versus Protoss. You remember that one? You know?
Oh.
Like, there were so many. Actually.
Wasn't it in the IEM finals between Hero and between Hero and SOS? The red map was kind of reddish.
Yeah. Like in the middle is 2 watchtowers, and then the gold's right there, and then you start bottom left and top right. You should know, Drogo.
I have no idea actually.
And it's like very easy natural, then a third base. It's like one of the maps I played Jaedong on when I beat him at DreamHack.
I can't remember.
It's so hard to remember the names. There's like so many maps.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What's going on with this chat like this? Nothing but Caparinos and stuff like that.
It's another day at the office, man.
Yeah. That's
Isn't
right.
there like a website where there's like all the maps listed or something?
Yeah, with every single season, that would be great.
Yeah?
That would be great. No, I'm not saying that it exists, but I wish there was
ladder maps.
Ladder maps. Oh yeah, out of Swarm. Every season.
Bridget, Coda,
It's not Coda.
It's an older one then.
How does it work though? How is it sorted?
If you go down a little bit, like can you?
Oh yeah, there is.
Okay. Oh yeah, every single season.
Oh god,
Great.
Antigua Shipyard. Let's see if I can find it.
Fractured Glacier. Okay, that's a 2v2 map. Can you sort it out by 1v1 in the top? No, just lower a little bit. Can you? No.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you get the previews as well. That's so sick. Liquipedia man, is the best.
So it's not Moonlight Madness.
Yeah, but it's like only the latest, I think, map pool that we're seeing.
We're so bad at this.
Because I legit have no
Heavy
idea
Rain.
what map.
I'm just gonna
No,
search
Heavy
it.
Rain was pretty cool though.
Yeah.
It was a cool map.
I could
We
say
we
that
had
to all the
amazing games on
Protoss
this
7
one.
blink
Oh
all
yeah,
in
yeah,
on
yeah,
this
yeah,
map.
yeah, I remember.
Didn't need to look at your face to feel the sarcasm.
Nimbus, Red City.
Overgrowth.
Oh, is that the one you were talking
Yeah.
about? Oh my god.
Oh my
Gold's right there, watchtowers.
You should have said yellow map. And I would have instantly figured out what map you were talking about.
map that was
Come on,
played
you
for
should
like
have
6
known.
months straight.
Either yellow map or
You
map
played
with
1,000 games on
yes, but like I was referencing to the yellow map or map with a lot of money because you actually had a lot more money because of the mineral patches. That's just how I remember it. Like not with Tuk Zelnaga and gold base. Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
I feel like I would be terrible at Pictionary.
Let's go, start the game. Go.
And Koka is freaking out because
Come on.
he cannot start the game already. He's not even in the game right now. We've got a tiny issue with the Observer PC.
You're taking back over, Funka.
Yeah, I should. I will do it from my laptop.
Taking
Easy.
what's yours.
Easy. With the trackpad.
What's
Easy
Apollo
one.
doing?
He's watching Manchester United getting shreked. That's what he does. That's 1-1.
He said happily.
It's like, well, that's one of the best results that we have this year. Nil. 1-1.
All right, so who are you guys cheering for between China and Korea? Korea?
I want China to score a little bit of points.
Yeah, but like you want Korea to win, obviously, right?
Yeah. I said 4-2, I think.
We know you want innovation to win Emirates, okay? Like you don't need to say anything.
He wants to cast innovation.
2-1?
It's still 1-1, but they did 2 passes in a row, so he's really happy.
Yeah, our predictions.
Only one guy predicted 4-0.
What, nobody
Yogo.
predicted China?
No.
Not even Roddy?
Yogo's the only sane person here.
Yeah, even Apollo said in the video that he would see China moving on, but he didn't even.
Apollo is kind of two-faced like that.
Interesting.
Actually, I feel like sometimes in those videos, like, right after a series, I might say something, but then I don't remember what I even said or I even thought that the next day.
Yeah.
So then I make my prediction. And then they show first the video and then my prediction. And people are like, what? That doesn't go at all with what he said earlier. Well, I guess, yeah.
Did we mention your tattoo, Todd, on the stream?
No.
Okay, can
Do
you
we
talk a
need
little
to?
bit about it? It looks amazing.
I got a tattoo. What do you want to say? It's got nothing to do with
what is it? What does it represent? Like, where did you get
something
it?
pretty.
It is.
You can see.
It looks amazing.
It's honestly pretty amazing.
It looks like Mirana a little bit.
It hurts a lot. Mirana?
Yeah. Hurts a lot.
Yeah.
How long was it?
9 hours.
9 hours sitting, right? And will you have like some correction done after that, or is it already over?
Yeah, I shouldn't have to.
Okay. Cool.
I think.
Cool.
Pretty painful, man. Not as painful as playing against Broodlord Infestor.
Oh. Are we talking about Broodlord Infestor? It's like the worst composition of all time.
Actually, I was wondering, Drogo, what do you think about the current situation with, like the mineral system, how it works, mining and stuff, and the amount of expanding that we see in Starcraft 2? Are you happy with it? Do you think like there's some situations where like some people will try to turtle a little bit too much?
One half of me is still very disappointed that I can't just make a death ball of free base and kill the other guy. It used to be the gameplay all the time. But the other half is like enjoying the better game, so overall.
So you disappointed that you can still do that even though it's not as much as before?
No, you can't. You cannot do that.
Okay.
So he's like,
said you can.
the Protoss that he is and the easy wins that he got before, he was like, yeah, I would like to get that.
Nobody like this though, almost, right?
I mean, I didn't really like it either, but I was winning a lot too.
He was reaching
You'd rather do
Colossi and
something you
Templars.
don't enjoy as much, but win more.
I mean, sometimes you've got to do things you don't like for money.
You want to talk a little bit more about that?
Wow. I don't know about that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
Seems fair.
Making Stalker was great.
Well, how do you feel about Team France going into this quarterfinals against Canada?
What I'm feeling is hashtag go B team. Nah, just kidding.
Hashtag go B team?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like,
who would be on the B team?
team
Actually,
of you?
Because like at the home story cast,
Yes.
everybody at the B team advanced and none of the A team. Some people were like watching me, hashtag B team, go.
Actually, yeah, France has got so many good players.
Yeah, we have a lot of good players. Yeah.
It's like
or maybe the A-team players are not that good. But
we got like 3 players here in this tournament, like representing what should be like the A-team, so to speak. And then there's like Drogo, Daishi, Firecake, who did pretty well at Home Story Cup, who would be the B team. And then even after that, like we got a few more good players, right?
Well, then we have a lot of players like ranked really high in Grandmaster. If I were to say their name, like
Ladder Heroes.
Yeah, ladder heroes pretty much.
Like Chubbs.
Yeah, like Chubbs, DNS, and then some other dudes, Realmer too. Like nobody in the stream is like, who are these guys? Yeah, Yogo too. We would be like, who are these guys? You just be like, yeah, they're ladder hero. They're ranked pretty high. Maybe some days they're gonna be better than ladder heroes. We'll start there anyway.
Yeah, you're still one, no?
Yeah, I'm still one.
So sometimes.
Yeah.
I really like your tweet actually at Home Story Cup. I thought I could be more than a ladder hero, but nope. So sick. Yeah. Actually, these games were pretty insane too. I can see laser, man.
Yeah.
Next time. There is always a next time. That's the thing about gaming. That's what you need to remember.
Always.
That's what keeps some of us going for a long time with no results. I know all about that.
Like the only thing that made me feel a little bit better is that MMA like was my next opponents, and my PVT was so bad. Like it's still pretty bad. That I was like, okay, I wouldn't have won versus MMA, so not. I don't
you
feel too
couldn't
bad.
have won the tournament because MMA was in the finals.
Yeah, like that's the
what you
thing.
mean.
Okay.
Because I was going to play MMA in the semi-final, but like if Nurture advanced, it would have been Nurture and Firecake, it would have been like, fuck me.
Yeah.
It would have been really
you
sad.
feel like in PvZ you could have beaten
because
both.
there's the what if, the what if that's gonna haunt you at night. What if MMA that what if wasn't there? Because I was like, yeah, MMA would have won versus me.
Yeah, but you would have made the finals.
No, because
semi-finals. You would have played him.
I would have won more
which
money.
is pretty sick.
Yeah, more money is always sick.
And semi-finals.
What do you think
the
you couldn't
fate.
have beaten MMA? Like though, I think you would have had a shot.
Because like when I played versus Top, the matches were so terrible, and I was like, oh, if I play someone that's better than Top, I'm just gonna lose.
Yeah, but maybe you will play better than you did against Top. Like.
Yeah, maybe. Like it's all in the past now. Thinking about it is what makes you tilt when you play ladder.
Ah, I see. I see.
I saw you play something earlier, but what were you playing?
I was playing a platinum player.
No, a campaign or something.
Oh no, I was playing some custom with Alexi.
Petit setup d'un Padawan community manager. That's a nice setup. Cheeky laptop, screen in the background, and a bottle of, I don't even know what it is.
On a wallet button.
Like a cider or something.
Everybody should have a wallet button at home.
Beamer OP, boys. Is that, wait, am I seeing right? Like, is that like a really big screen or?
I think it's a really big screen. And
Yeah.
It's like a couch or a bed.
God, I want to get one of those. Everybody has like those massive screens that are like super badass. Double poutrance. Comment? Comment? NationWars 3, on se met bien devant au gaming. Dédicace à Fino aussi. This guy is just like, he did the classic trick where you put your plate instead of your keyboard and you eat there. I love it, man. I think I'm ready, thanks to Funka Starcraft. So keep on sending us your tweets, guys. Hashtag NW3. Funka disappeared.
Yeah, Funka is not here anymore.
He vanished. He's trying to get us started here with this game. It's actually, wait, what time is it in Korea? It's like +8 or +9, right? So it's like 3 a.m.?
I need to remember.
Yeah, I think it's like +8 or +9.
Yeah, it's like really late at night.
No, it's not bad. I think 2 or 3. It's like a pro gamer's afternoon, right?
It depends. Like I think for partying it's fine, but for innovation, like, he's supposed to have like a strict schedule. Maybe it's not that fine.
Come on, you saw innovation last time. He didn't care. Yeah. He lost one game because he got surprised, and he was like, "All right, let's put this to rest."
I think there was some, sleep issues because unless you're really that tired, you don't lose 8 ACV to 1 lonely zergling. I still remember that.
That was so sick, actually. Yeah, I wonder.
Every time I fuck up, I'm like, at least I didn't lose 8 ACV to 1 zergling.
At least I didn't do as bad as Innovation did this one time. Yeah, that's a great way.
Every time I think of the "you can tell Koreans from the Americans play" argument, I always think of his single moments with the ACV of the zergling.
Oh man, that was brutal.
Yeah, it set a precedent.
All right, hopefully we can start here soon. We run out of things to talk about. Have you practiced with the French team by any chance? Or like spoke with them?
I don't really practice with them. I just played a few games with Marine Lord. I'm not gonna talk about this game to keep the strategy secret.
Okay. Is he good though?
Marinlord's pretty good.
He's pretty dumb.
Marinlord is pretty good, but the current state of PvT, you need, even if you're really good, you're gonna lose a few games to Protoss.
Yeah?
Like honestly, right now.
You think Protoss is really good against Terran right now?
I think it's because usually what happens is that the Terran is so scared of all lanes that the Protoss can just get free bases completely saturated when the Terran start taking hits.
Yeah.
So even though like the Terran army with Liberators and Steam Bio is always going to be very strong, you're kind of too behind in economy all the time. So that's the reason why Protoss usually can take the wins. Si la France passe, je sais pas.
I don't even know how to. I want to translate this, but I don't even know how. It's like if France makes it through, this bear gets it or something. But what? Is that for real?
Really?
No
That's
way.
sick.
It's like a train station in France, and this guy wrote,
So
showing on the big screen in the train station. That would be sick, actually. I'd love to wait for a train watching some Starcraft. Whoa, this kid is like all animated, warming up the baguette, the chips. Make sure not to have any of this drink, little kids. Wouldn't be good for you. And we're loading up in the game.
A Christmas miracle just happened. We're loading up the game right now. Finally, you're going to be able to see what Parting is going to do.
Let's do it. Prion Terraces, gold bases. Is it going to be all about those? Let's jump into the game. You want to do some intros?
Yeah, I'm going to do some intros. At the bottom right of the map, the fan favorites, this is Parting. The top left too? Alright. At the top left, this is question mark, because when you click on it, there's 5 question mark. Xigua.
Did you not remember?
I was like, oh, what's Zerg is he? But there's a lot of good Zerg in China. But this is Xigua. He's gonna drone scout, which I can respect.
How can his nickname be 5 question mark?
Because
is he gonna steal the gold or?
I think he wanted to check for Nexus for some gold, maybe.
And then what would he have done? Drop a pool?
Well, you can prevent the Nexus from happening ever, so that's pretty cool.
Parting, I wanted to go for Nexus first here.
Yeah, and even in that situation, it's pretty good for... Oh, that's not good though. Usually you want to be a little bit more annoying with your drone.
Yeah, I feel like for Shigwa it would have been just a lot better to not scout with a drone and go for hatch first on the...
Yeah, this drone scout didn't do much except getting information, because now you can like safely get free hatcheries. Because like another thing, in the Swarm, a lot of Koreans, like especially True, for example, when he would drone scout, he would always archery block if he saw Nexus first, always, and be super annoying with it.
But he wouldn't have been able to get it off though. There was a probe already there to block.
Yeah, but like True would make it happen somehow.
Double gold for Shigwa as well before pool.
Yeah,
Parting's gonna be able to spot it. How does he react now? There's already the second gateway on the way, so he's most likely going to be going for some adepts, I guess.
Yeah, usually this is for double adepts.
Maybe a Drogo Stargate behind it?
The Drogo Stargate. Is that what we're calling it now?
If he goes Oracle, yeah. If he goes Phoenixes.
Honestly, I don't like Oracle too much on this map.
Yeah?
I feel like it's too easy to connect the two gold bases with creeps, because like the Zerg is always going to make a lot of queens.
Yeah, but they're really spread out. Like the queens are going to be spread out, no?
Maybe from the main to the other to expand, but I feel like when you play this double gold style with no gases, it's really easy to get a lot of queens.
Yeah.
And like queens will really shut down any kind of adepts oracle aggression, or just like anything really. So maybe you can get a few kills with an oracle, but it's never gonna do more than that.
But he went for gas, and he's mining quite a bit of gas here, I'm guessing, to go for speed. So minerals-wise, not doing nearly as well as he would be otherwise.
Because like usually on this map you get so much money with the gold minerals that you can allow to get a quicker gas than usual, and still play the gas-less kind of style when you play really defensive with queens. So Parting is again gonna make 1 Stalker and 1 Adept. This is pretty standard actually. I've seen a lot of Koreans do that. You still want to scout with an adept, but you kind of also want to hide your technology with the Stalker.
Yeah, it looks like Parting's just going to stay back at home with his Stalker, and his main is hiding it, actually. He wants an Overlord to fly around to try and go a little bit too far to then snipe it.
So the same as Lifetime, he's going to follow it up with 2 more Adepts, but this time I really believe this is going to be aggressive with his Adepts.
Because he has a Probe on the map actually as well.
He's building a Forge. This Oh, this is Scotted too. This is such a huge card for Ziggurat. Seeing the Forge like this, it just tells you that Sparting is gonna try to play macro. So even though there's a Stalker
Well,
out,
actually,
yeah.
You think so? Like macro no
Yeah,
matter
yeah,
what?
like, yeah, Forge.
But then couldn't he cancel the Forge and drop down 6 gates?
That would be sick. But
Mind games.
But I'm not sure about that. But yeah, this is such a huge scout by Ziggurat. He should know that no aggression is gonna come anytime soon. So he can really drone up a lot and then see what he does. Yeah, because Parting is throwing down the Fraud right now. Gonna try to play the longer game.
It's not spotted immediately actually by Shigwa. He doesn't have anything around. He's scouting the entire map right now, trying to look for pylons, thinking his opponent's playing aggressive and getting a Ro8 as well for defense.
Yeah, like still really safe play, but like usually I think one of the strongest play style on this map is to really creep up the pathway in the middle and then start to be really aggressive with Ravager. I feel like this is one of the best things you can do.
So Parting's playing standard. He didn't try anything special here against the gold bases, looked like. So we're pretty happy, obviously, because we're either going to learn something or we're going to have full rights to whine about Zerg in the map.
Ziggurat just made a lot of overlords, so I think he's gonna make a lot of units right now. Like you can see, he has a lot of supply. That's okay. 6 structures. Okay, 3 more overlords. Yeah, Ziggurat has just got to go aggressive with this.
His income is actually kind of taking off right now, even though he didn't fully saturate the second gold base that he took.
Like he's gonna stay on 43 drones and just flood the Roach Ravager on Zerglings.
Why didn't he send more drones to that new base he took? It's only 7 out of 12 on the left-hand side one.
Yeah.
Creep is actually, oh my god, Creep is progressing very quickly, like towards the middle.
It could have been even faster, I think, if you change the build a little bit, but with 3 people, you don't get that much creep that fast. So.
And Parting is going again for the attack speed on the depths here, and he's adding some cannons here at the front of his base. He's only on 2 gateways. Can he hold this? No?
I would
you
say,
just have?
I would say no. Like right now, Parting has a lot of cannons, he has a lot of pylons, so Ziggurat is going to have to do a good job of always killing these pylons or cannon with Ravagers. Or just move and kill the guy, I don't know.
Gets right in there, Parting's going to move up the ramp here a little bit. He's trying to get an Immortal here behind his Mothership Core, not going to get shot here.
I really don't like the fact that he's trying to target the Mothership Core. Just kill the cannon, get that guaranteed damage, slowly kill structure.
And more units are going to keep on flooding in here from Shigwa, who wants to try and do more and more damage here. He wants to try and finish it if he can, really. Yeah. Gets pushed back here.
Honestly, this is not the best control by Ziggurat, but it's not like Parting can do anything. He's stuck at his ramp. If he tries to advance, Bile comes in his face. So yeah, this is looking really, really tough now for Parting. I feel like he's gonna, not maybe not gonna die, but he's gonna lose his front base.
Oh, he walked back in the Bile. And that Mothership Core is out of energy, it's out of hit points. Like, actually, he should even kill it himself to remake a new one at this stage.
If he could get a Stalk, maybe with his cannons, he should kill it, then remake one.
Robo Bay is now on the way, as well as 2 more gateways here for Parting, who's not going to be able to hold on to his gold. Meanwhile, Shigwa has double gold. Yes. This is why you veto this map, but in NationWars you can't veto it. So this is why maybe he should have done something a little bit more special, because right now Parting's trying to hold down with his godlike micro, which won him the game against Maxed earlier. Like that's the only thing that won him the game. He's sick micro in all of these fights.
Yeah, because this is one of the good things now for Parting, kind of. He's getting a Warp Prism and he's getting a Robo Bay. He's gonna get Disruptor Drop, and the layer of Ziggurat is really late. So Disruptor Drop are gonna be a problem for Ziggurat for a really long time, longer than usual. Will this be enough for Parting to come back into this game? I'm not sure, but if he gets really consistently good connection, it's just as well might.
He's getting a lot of gates actually. 3 more.
I'm not sure about going.
Then he made 2 more, so that's 7 gateways total.
Yeah, Parting is going for a lot of gates. I would have preferred him to try to take his third back, but I guess it's all place and he needs to kill Ziggurat right now.
Yeah, this is weird that he would make this many. He's going up to 8 in total. I'm gonna restart that gold as well. Shigwa already pre-set up here a huge concave to attack with.
Really good concave, like Ziggurat.
But will he though? Because he focused on saturating his second gold here.
Yeah, there's only 3 adepts in the army of Parting, so dealing with all of his Zerglings is gonna require a lot of force fields.
Oh,
ooh, these are greedy force fields, letting a lot of Zerglings in.
Well, they were good though. They isolated a lot of stuff away here from Shigwa, but he's got so much anyway that I don't think he cares too much. Only the Lynx who are dying. Disruptor shot's gonna be sent in, but only get 1 single Roach.
So yeah. Parting has to go back, has to cancel his third.
Shigwa even has the drone there. He misread some drones. Like a hatch.
I was saying that Spotting is gonna have a lot of time to abuse disruptor drops, but Spire is already done. I mean, almost done. So any kind of Raw Prism Harass is gonna be shot down really easily. Yeah, Parting is in a really tough position. He has Blink done, but really, what can Blink do versus Zergling Ravager? Not much.
It's going to be really tough. With just Stalkers on the ground here. Very few Disruptors. 5 Mutas are now going to be on the way here for Shigua, who's looking to try and score that first point here for China in this very important match against South Korea. 9 Mutas on the way now, and I mean, the War Prism was spotted from very early, so surely they're going to be rallied straight into this Prism. Spots the Spire here, but Parting is getting engaged into here with his main army. He wasn't looking at it, he gets completely surrounded and he's losing everything. This is just gonna be it here. There's just too much.
2 disruptor shots are gonna get excellent connection.
Oh yeah, I mean, they kill a lot, but it doesn't matter at this point. It's 16 army supply to 72. Shigua kills the Prism across the map and he's gonna be scoring the first point here for China in these quarterfinals. Where are you, Innovation? Come to me! Oh, Hydra.
This was very well played by Xigura. Almost textbook execution on what you're supposed to do on this map. Like, just take 2 gold base, be really aggressive with Forager, and it's gonna be really hard for the Protoss player to take a third. Really requires something special from the Protoss player. If you just try to play it straight up with the Forge, it's not gonna work.
What do you think is the best special thing you could try?
I don't know, I've gave up on this map. So I haven't seen any games of Koreans on it. I haven't seen Europeans do well on it, so I don't know.
All right, then it's going to be for Innovation or Hydra to try and do something here about Shigua. Parting pretty good job though, taking out 2 players here. Definitely put South Korea in a good position here already. Who is it going to be, the Zerg or the Terran here?
I feel like just because of kind of the randomness of ZVZ, you want to send Innovation right now.
Yeah, but just because you're here and you're the ZVZ expert, maybe they want Hydra. Make sure like it's a quality cast.
Yeah, maybe they really want to make me happy. So we'll see if the Chinese players are thinking of me. I mean the Korean player are thinking of me in their strategy choice.
It's going to be Orbital Shipyard next.
Yeah.
Who are you feeling?
Innovation, man. I mean,
Innovation.
if Innovation is not playing, it's because you must be like, I don't want to play. Only bring me as last resort.
All right, here we go. 4 seconds. Hydra or Innovation, which one is it going to be? Orbital Shipyard to face Shigua. It's Hydra that comes out for ZVZ. How happy are you right now?
I'm fucking hype. Casting some ZVZ in the house, living the dream.
The dream. The absolute dream. Wait, why is Funka laddering on your laptop over there?
Because he didn't ask permission. It's kind of a tug.
He doesn't even care. Can you hear us?
Hey, Funka, bouffon.
All right, so Shigua against Hydra, pretty good ZVZ here. I mean, I think Hydra is definitely known for his ZVZ, but Shigua,
I mean,
he's known for making, I guess, a lot of roaches in Harvest Farm in ZVZ, which is not necessarily like that good a thing. He's pretty good right now, honestly. Like Shigua, he impresses me usually when he comes out and plays.
Yeah, Xigura is definitely the stronger player. Like, we ask ourselves, who was the stronger player for China? I think now it's pretty clear it's Xigura. But yeah, ZVZ.
It's 28 actually. Like this team is like one of the oldest.
Yeah.
28, 27, and 27.
Old schooler.
That's like 100 years in Starcraft years.
Yeah, pretty much.
The retirement house is close by. Actually, it's funny how like there is no, like standard age that like from when it becomes harder to play at a high level and stuff, but people still have like a little bit of a general idea. There, like it's safe to say there is a lot less players at high level from that age, than there is like young players.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if it works like scientifically, if it's like something that changed, but in experience, after 25, if you're still in the competitive scene, you're a really good player. Like that's how I feel.
Well, thank you. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Who's Cloudy? That was his favorite victim for Shiga. I wonder. But is that his real account actually? Like both players looks like they are masters on his account. I'm guessing Hydra must have a barcode. Most likely.
Oh
my God!
1,000 game. Wow.
What was that? 1,100 games?
Yeah.
For Shigua? He plays a lot. Like he's always been known to play a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of games, a lot of practice. Not many people on Europe have that many games.
Who plays the most on Europe? Like who's the guy who has the reputation? He used to be Cass.
Well, now it's Guru, and before on Story Cup it was also Daishi. Daishi was practicing a fuck ton. And also, as Protoss player, the French guy Realmer, I think.
Okay.
Because I know he plays a lot too. So I feel like these three for...
Is Realmer the new Drogo?
No, not yet.
Because he was on the same team before, right? Yeah, I think.
Oh no. Like
As you were.
No. Like I was like Lil Bo and I were both in Nuit Blanche.
Yeah.
Realmer was in Punchline. The same team as Firecake.
Okay. I stand corrected. All right, let's jump into it here. We're on orbital shipyard between China and Korea.
And at the top right of the map, this is 5 ? Playing Zerg, or also called Zigua.
The music. Feel the epic. And his opponents, starting in the bottom left-hand side here, representing South Korea and Ro8. It is, of course, Hydra. Whoa. Production's on point, man. Sick music after the intro. It looks like both players just going to be going for a hatchery first, which on this map makes absolute sense just because you're going to be so safe. And
I mean,
from there we'll see.
13-12 is always a possibility. Even on map where it's considered to be not good, some people are going to be like, yeah, it's good. Gonna make some spiglings. And Ziggurar is already taking a gas, where Hydra is gonna take his own gas a little bit later, 1 dot later exactly. So this
match that.
Gonna be pretty much be mirror builds. And usually in mirror situation, the guy being aggressive is gonna be the guy that loses the game. But it's
well, thanks, Drogo, for spoiling it for us. No, you're right. Like it's pretty hard to make aggression work unless you catch somebody off guard, maybe, or you have some insane execution.
You really have to catch him off guard. It's pretty much relies on that.
What about the map, though? I guess like the fact the ramp towards the main is like it covers not only the main but also the natural. Like it's the entrance to both. I guess it makes 2 base play very easy in the start of the game.
Like for example, I mean, especially when you want to take a third, something that you will usually do is like a few banelings, then 2 queens on the ramp. And like the queens can kind of easily help out when the Zerg is being under attack, and usually in the fight. So taking a third on this map is a lot easier than in other maps. So you don't have to make a crazy amount of units to secure it.
How do you like ZVZ actually in Legacy of the Void compared to Art of the Swarm, where it was like a lot of roaches against roaches?
From my naked eye as a Protoss player, it's completely the same. I feel like both players are just massing Watchers and Ravager in the medium. Recently, I've seen more Mutalisks play than before. And sometimes Mutalisks can become really interesting. Well, because then people are making lockers, sometimes Ultralisks.
But a big commitment on Mutalisk or just a few?
Both. I've seen both actually. People really making a lot of Mutalisk and people just making a few and transitioning. I've seen it was Snooj's Firecake at Story Cup when it was this crazy situation of Mutalisk on lurkers with a lot of spores and vipers. And it was Snoo that was trying to make it work with Niduses, Roaches and Vipers. Blinding Cloud of Fungal on top of the lockers, catch him off. Really exciting stuff. So both players here are gonna play it pretty safe. Let's say that they both make a bundling nest, but Ziggurar is commenting a little bit about the Zerglings, whereas Hydra is making more drones. Hydra is actually starting to have quite a big drone lead right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's defensive for both players as they look to try and take a third. Shigua is gonna have...
not much happened, but Hydra almost has 10 more drones, so
it's funny, actually, how Shigua has a third base on the way earlier, but so many less drones.
Yeah, Ziggurar has to cancel this third, I feel like, or just force a lot of units from Hydra. Because, now the drone difference is only 5, but I mean only 5. This is still quite a big deal in the mirror matchup.
It's not Xigua, by the way. It's Shigua.
Shigua?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pronouncing it like a French. That's not good. Oh man, this Baneling was detonated by a single Zergling.
Yeah, it's not good. 3.
Oh, would have been okay. Oh, so sick.
It's funny, when you watch these Zergling fights, you always feel you see all the mistakes and you're I could have done better, but then it's Zergling Baneling and Zergling Baneling. It's actually
so hard.
The most insane thing to micro. Ro8 goes down here for Shigua.
Yeah, so he's still committing to Zergling though.
Yeah. He's behind on drones, not by too many, but he's making quite a few units.
Hydra
here,
playing counter-attack, even though he has like less... Oh, Banelings. Okay, only 2 Zerglings.
Should have enough, yeah. Banelings are gonna make Shigwa pretty safe here. As Lair starts now for Hydra.
Yeah, I really like how Hydra is playing it. Like, he really knows how greedy he can be. Only really made a lot of drones, whereas he didn't have that many units. And now I feel like he's slightly in the lead.
Evo Chamber for Hydra, by the way. He's like the only player so far that's gone forward.
Yeah, like, Zigra needs to do something. He has a Roach-Rowan, he's not picking any Roaches. Now the economy is kind of equals, but...
I like Hydra's position, because he had 2 gases saturated earlier than his opponent. He's got a few more drones. Like, as long as he keeps on being consistent with his droning up, he doesn't over-drone or anything. Like, even, you can see here, like, in defense, he was very, very clean. Killed those Banelings before they could even hatch.
Like, now the Liar is gonna be done.
This was fun. Okay, yeah, well, Baneling being dead before this can reach. He's not gonna kill anything, but put some of these drones slow on hit points.
So now, like, the tech lead for Hydra is massive.
He's gonna try to finish some of these drones.
Yeah, let's...
He's gonna get them as well, I think.
This could be a lot of drain drones, you're right. Some in the main, some in the third, killing the drones. Oh, good move by...
Yeah, 3 in total, 4. No 5th, but he goes elsewhere.
Really good move by Hydra.
Yeah, actually, just a couple links.
Kills 6 drones. Yeah, like these links are useless.
57 drones to 40. Like, this is massive for Hydra.
20 drone lead.
Like Shigwa, what is he supposed to do other than like maybe make a lot of units and all in? I mean, Lair already finished now for Hydra, I believe, and he only now starts for Shigwa.
Like, Hydra is really being scared of an attack. He's not researching like roach speed. In his head, if I survive, I win. So he's delaying his upgrade to have more roaches.
Yeah, Hydra even has roach speed already, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't have it. Okay. So like, yeah, he's really prioritizing the roaches right now just to stay alive.
Did he not get Lair? I thought he got Lair.
Yeah, he had Lair, but he realized later that he was, my opponent doesn't have that much economy. I just need to survive and I'm going to be able to win. He's only going to get it right now when he feels safe to do so.
Yeah, I thought that Hydra started roach speed earlier. Maybe he cancelled it or maybe didn't start it. But either way, he's going to start it now because he sees that Shigwa pulls back Hydra with a massive lead here in supply.
Yeah, like, Zigra just made a lot of drones. He's now in the lead in the drones, but at what cost? This counterattack might be really hard to hold. But since he doesn't have roach speed, this counterattack by Hydra is not going to happen right now because you can't really be aggressive without roach speed. So we actually might go into the mid game now. Like, with just a little bit of an upgrade.
You sound so happy.
Yeah, mid game is cool. Roaches and Ravager.
Macro hatch right there for Shigwa once more. In the previous game, he had a great macro hatch on one of the golds, actually the left-hand side one, which came exactly right on time, I think.
Yeah, like, the macro hatch towards the opponents on the third is becoming kind of popular. But I don't know, the +2 is starting for Hydra. So a pretty decent upgrade lead, as well as an army lead. But does he have any Ravager? Because Zigra has 3 Ravager. Okay, yeah, so 1 player has invested into Ravager. And Zigra has a...
he's doing the dance. With Nubatai's card base as well, like these overseers are so fast. Oh, cheeky little drop.
Cheeky little drop.
And Shigwa spots it. He's coming back immediately. Red alert. We need to defend. And that's going to be a cancel now at 4th base, I think.
No, but Hydra has to be careful to not lose. Oh, he has 3 Roaches left at his base to protect it.
Oh, yeah.
It should be enough.
He's got enough nearby, I think, to come back and make sure he defends it. The drop's going to happen in the natural. I'm not sure Shigwa's ready at all. Takes out an overseer here.
So the fight's happening, maybe a bit too aggressive.
Hydra actually engages into this, takes out the Ravagers pretty quickly. He's going to take out the hatchery as well. No cancel, and those roaches in natural, they took out the queen already. No, actually no, she barely escaped, but like Shigwa in trouble.
Yeah, like Hydra engaged with not half of his army, so the trade wasn't really good, but now he has way more than Zigra. And these 4 roaches just were eating the Baneling nest without doing anything for the longest of time.
Let's see. Hydra gets back in there with way too many roaches for Shigwa to be able to hold. Where is the reinforcement? Shigwa sends a bunch of roaches to his natural. He's taking damage in the main, I think, right now as well. That drop went elsewhere, taking out the queen now. That's going to be less injects. And Hydra with the massive supply lead here. Looking to try and put Korea on match points and force the revive out of China in a second.
With a little infestation on that hatchery. This is looking like a big victory.
That's like GG. And Hydra is course, a very, very important point here. It's all going to be down to one final player here from China. Yeah, who do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. I was going to say Chigua.
Yeah, overall, it seems like it's the right choice, but after that game, like,
after
that was
game,
not close.
This is like, I feel like this is like a game when you lose your confidence, kind of. Like
Yeah.
the situation was exactly the same, then you just lose and like, you just played it straight up better. Like, can I really like fix my mistake in only one game? If I execute, I would be doubtful, but the job of the guy who's going to be revived is potentially to win Hydra, then innovation again. So might
Good
as
luck.
well go with Jigua and try to win it all.
Okay, it's going to be pretty tough for China. I think whoever they send here. And yeah, I mean, actually, it seems like a hard choice. I feel like even for them, like they're going to be talking amongst each other. Like it's going to be really hard to like single out somebody that's going to have the best chance, not just against Hydra, but then to beat Innovation and then another revive player. So
At the end of the day, I will still go with Shigura because it's DVZ. In the next map, maybe he can fall 13-12 or maybe win with like by surprise. And then after, it's gonna be like having to play well. But I don't think it's gonna be Maxed, just because I don't see Maxed winning this Innovation ever.
Oh, haven't you read Reddit? Protoss is a P.
Yeah, my bad. So yeah, maybe it's gonna be Maxed because there's a very decent shot versus Innovation, given the current state of PVT.
Yeah.
You know,
Alright.
in PVZ.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Even though China is in trouble, it's been a pretty fun clan war here so far. So we're gonna head to a break and then we're gonna be back with the next map here between these two. So see you guys in a minute. Don't go anywhere. What? Oh yeah, we couldn't. We're gonna draw out. We're gonna announce the next player first. Oh my God, this production. I hate you guys, all of you. I like how you look at me and like say nothing and then say something in the headset. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's find out who the revive player is here then from China. You say Shigua? You know, just for the sake of disagreeing with you and having more chance for one of us to be right, I'm gonna say Tunming. I think Tunming did all right in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, it's a ZVZ, like...
Yeah, maybe Tunming and Sigura, no.
Oh, the thing is, though, I guess, like, you don't have to be thinking about the versus Protoss too much right now.
Yeah.
You have to be thinking more about the versus Hydra in the first place, so it's versus Zerg, and then versus Terran. And then potentially versus Pro.
This is a shame. Like, these players are very good PVZ, ZVP, I mean, and they're not going to get to exploit that. Rough. But so the next player is going to be revealed very soon.
Anytime production.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Like, in 17
he was
seconds.
just waiting for me to say. All right. Let's see, it's 10 seconds. Shigua, Maxed, or Tudming. 2 Zergs, 1 Protoss here to pick from for Team China to try and bring this back for the motherland. It is going to be Tudming. Who's your daddy? I told you.
Yeah.
I think it's a
call.
pretty good match. Like, Tudming's pretty good. So, to start things first, it's going to be a ZVZ after we come back from the break. So, this time, probably for real. We'll see you guys in a minute.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nation Wars 3. It's time to decide to see if Korea will go through
You're
to
so
the
happy.
semi-finals. Of course.
Was Manchester winning?
Yes, they did. They won a game today. It doesn't happen very often.
What score?
They won 2-1 against Swansea. It's the first match they won in like 9 games or something. So well done to Manchester United. And we're about to see if Korea go through. All they need is one more game, as we do have the revived player for China, and it's Tudming.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
I think that all 3 of the players are very close. So I don't think it matters too much.
I was probably confident in ZVZ, and I wonder if you even think about innovation yet. Like,
his build against Parting was interesting for sure, and I'm sure that he may even have to go up against him again. But I think when choosing a player,
you think Parting would be revived?
He might be. You think it'd be innovation if he did get to that?
It's all about innovation.
I guess that's what he's going to be thinking about, or Team China at least, who to send out, because they now have to go through a Zerg, a Terran, and then whoever comes out again. And Tudming it is. So, all right, bring it on. Excited for this one. Going to be a Zerg versus Zerg first, though, as Tudming takes on Hydra to see if he can keep China afloat in Nation Wars 3. Of course, single elimination bracket. The loser is eliminated. And it would be sad to see China go home. How do you say "Go China Go" in Chinese?
How would you say what?
"Go China Go" in Chinese.
They don't use that. They say
something similar, like
they say
Korea
Jayo.
fighting.
Jayo, it means fighting.
Oh, so
it's the equivalent.
And
of
how
fighting.
do you say China in Chinese?
So
how would you say China?
Zhongguo.
Jaigo. Zhongguo Jaigo. Is that close?
You butcher every language, so I don't know why I thought it might be different with Chinese. China is Zhongguo and Jayo means
Zhongguo Jayo.
is fighting.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, yeah,
Zhongguo Jayo.
When I played Warcraft 3, they say like the nickname of the player and then Jayo, so it might work.
Tudming Jayo.
Yeah, Tudming Jayo.
Yeah, see, learning something new today. Nation Wars 3. Okay, so what are your thoughts on Tudming? You asked me mine. What's yours?
I think he's a good choice here to be revised. Like, Shigua wasn't very impressive in his game. I don't know, like it depends on current form a lot, you know. Like I think it was Imre earlier that was talking about how in Gold League some of these players struggled. You know, Max said, who we saw play really well in the round of 16, didn't do very well recently in Gold League. So it maybe, you know, he didn't have that much confidence, or he's not doing so well right now. So like that last game, the ZVZ that Shigua we just saw play, to me wasn't impressive enough to justify sending him out again. So Tudming makes sense.
Okay, it is Tudming taking on Hydra. Let's begin game number 5 of Korea versus China. The first quarterfinal game of the day is down here to the bottom left-hand side. Playing for Korea is, of course, Hydra.
And his opponent, starting at bottom right-hand side and playing with a very aggressive build. It is, of course, Tudming Jayo.
Jayo!
I wonder if there's a couple Chinese viewers lost around and they're like,
I
what
hope
the
so.
hell? Do these guys speak some Chinese?
I hope so. Luckily for Tudming, we do have the very first Overlord from Hydra going in the incorrect way, which obviously is much, much better for him because it's not going to be scouted as early.
Yeah, but Hydra not going for a greedy build either. He's getting his own extractor and pull here. Not as fast as his opponent, but
no.
I think that's gonna... He's still gonna be safe, right? Like, with the way he's doing it.
It depends on how many units he builds, I guess. But yes, he is in a much, much better position. As soon as he knows what's going on, he can build a spine crawler and just get a defense ready. And Tudming knows exactly where he is. He doesn't, on a 4-play map, he doesn't need to send his lings all over the place now. He sends them in one direction.
Wait, I can see Moman walking around.
Moman
I think he should join us.
Moman is here.
There is only 20 drones for, or less than 20 drones
less
for both
than 20
players.
drone
This is
game.
exactly the kind of game he's an expert on. Come on, come on. I shouldn't have said that. He got to finish. Come on.
He kept on telling everyone that China was going to win. China number
China
one.
number one.
China number one. Where's the other headset? It's down here. It's come underneath the table for me. Yeah.
What's happening, man?
Hello. Hello, everybody. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm from China. Yeah, you too. You said China will win, and I saw
your prediction.
Your prediction.
Yeah, baby.
You're a liar.
What's happened?
Yeah. Look. Is Tudming in a decent spot or bad spot?
At the moment, at the moment it's
13.
No, I will go Wilfred. It's good because he's gonna kill the queen.
He kills the queen.
I like it. Let's go, China. You can win. I said it's 4-3. It's coming on the drones. No, don't kill the drones. But at the moment, it's not.
2 base versus 1 base. Zergling speed faster.
He's playing very well because he gets the expand. Now Hydra will not attack because he's playing spine. And I like how he played Tool Gaming. It's aggressive, but for the macro game.
You don't think he started mining gas a little bit too late here and he's making too many drones?
At the moment, yeah, a little because. But the thing of this round, it's he need to do something now. He need to say, okay, I see you get the base. I need to attack, so I make drones, Zergling, and when I got the speed, I can attack because I got the bending.
But there's a Baneling nest for Tudming. He can just build defensive Banelings now, right, and defend.
Yeah. No, yes, but he need to defend.
Yeah,
and he don't have so many Zergling at the moment.
Okay.
It will be very hard, but I don't know.
He doesn't have as much gas, but he should have enough for a couple of bannings.
Yeah, the queen is here. Now it's you need, because sometimes the aggressive win Zergling banning versus Zergling banning, because
and
it's not so
Hydra is not
easy.
all-in though. He's getting a hatchery.
Yeah.
Instead of only getting units here from now.
Let's go. We're gonna see it. Nice defense. Nice. Yeah,
Easy,
he
man.
nice.
China number
Easy.
1.
Yeah, China number 1. Let's go. You can go. You can win. You will win because I trust on him. Because they are playing very well and they're here not for nothing. And we're gonna see it.
Oh.
Okay, let's go. Yeah,
China number 1.
Some good surround actually.
He's doing very well.
Ooh. That's okay.
This guy just blew up.
But
like
it's also
ricochet.
double production. There's 2 queens to 1 queen, and there's no second hatchery as well. So he's just making more stuff than Hydra is at the moment.
I think gonna win now because he's making so many Zergling, and you know the hatchery is not gonna happen.
Yes.
And he need to win this one now.
Ming's production is much far much superior.
Nice, let's go now. No banning
Yeah,
for
go,
Hydra. He can win
China.
now. He need to win now. He need to attack them. Oh,
okay, that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
And now he's playing very well. Toot Gaming. I think nobody will say Toot Ming. Sorry. Nobody will say he will be the ace, but he's gonna play, and I think gonna win. Not sure. Let's go.
Oh. That's okay.
Nice. That's a perfect.
Oh,
well,
moving the
I'm not
spine
sure
down
perfect,
actually.
but it's good.
If Hydra can defend with the spine, actually, in terms of drones, he's like not super far behind. He's 15 against 16,
It
so he
becomes
might be
equal.
able to
If he
stabilize.
defends, it's equal game.
Yeah.
Oh wow, what defense!
And I think he is going to, because they're both going to go back to drones. He's going to defend with the spine. All right.
Wow, he played very well, Hydra. I didn't know he defend this because it was so many Zergling banning and what the defense and timing for Hydra.
Well done, Hydra. Game goes into the next stage.
In this situation, I feel like both players, they probably know it's equal, like in terms of numbers. How much do you decide for droning against Zerglings here? You do a little bit of both?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to do a little bit. But the thing of Hydra, he got 1 spine, so he doesn't care about making more Zergling.
Correct.
He will make more drones because he knew this spine will destroy the game.
Yeah.
On the brain.
It's a really good tool, defensive tool here, obviously.
Best tool ever at this moment.
So.
Two overlords actually right now coming out for Toot Ming, who has supply blocked for a moment.
Yeah, 4 drone lead for Hydra because of that now, if you think about it. 2 Ling's gonna scout. Let me get in.
Yeah. He need to
Ro8.
Yeah, Toot Ming might go for a follow-up.
Oh, nice. Perfect. 1 queen less.
Oh,
so less larva.
That hurts. Can he get some drones?
Yes, he can.
2 drones.
2 drones and a queen's very good.
Alright, let's see. Toot Ming, does he get any more drones here? Or is he only units from now? He's
With
getting a bunch
sniping
more
a
links.
queen, because the production is a little bit slower, you could go for an attack because your opponent just naturally doesn't have as much. But also the same works with drones as well, so it can go either way.
Yeah, Toot Ming is actually droning up a little bit more.
I want to know if we go to all-in now, because the timing of now, it's you make many roaches, and you can attack directly with some banding and zanging, and you know, because Hydra got the spine, he will say, okay, I got the spine, so I make more drones of my opponent. But look.
He split the two. He split the links. That's so sick, because I thought he was going to go in the main base with 2. He saw the Roach Warren.
Yeah, but he didn't see how many roaches gonna out of the eggs.
Yes.
And now the lair starts for Toot Ming earlier than for Hydra. 3 overlords on the way.
Oh,
Hydra.
You know how it's going on now? Toot Ming is
faking,
playing,
right?
he's faking, he's playing with the brain of Hydra. He said, let's go look, you see the roach coming, so you need to make more roaches, and I will make more drones, so on the macro I will be better. So I go attack, but I will go, it's nice how he play Juno.
And he gets that +1 attack here, roach speed, faster, but he's got to be careful not to over drone and over upgrade and stuff, because he could get wiped out by an attack that is formed from a defense pretty much from Hydra.
Agreed.
So he's got to be very, very careful here. But it is a very good position for Toot Ming if he just holds any type of attack that comes out from Hydra right now, which he should.
Yeah, he's playing very well. And now the lair is finished, you need to put the speed roach, because when you got the speed roach in this situation, when you're close position, you come to his expand so quickly.
Yes.
I like how he's playing in Tunming.
Toot Gaming.
Tunming. I don't know why I say always Toot Gaming, but
you said it before.
Yeah, I said in French stream too. I don't know why. Tunming. Sorry, my friend.
Because you want him to start his own team and call it Toot Gaming.
Toot Gaming.
That's so sick.
Whoop.
So +1 missile is actually not that much earlier.
He kind of didn't get it on time. He should have started that quite a while back. Little mistake. Well, it could actually be more than just a little.
Why does he take the third base there?
Because it's
further away.
Yeah.
But like why? Still, you could get it closer. Like I mean, Chinese
who
players
you
are
talking
known
from,
to want to
Tunming?
play aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, but depends on how he wants to play. Is he playing aggressive or not aggressive?
Yeah,
If he
but like I
pushes
feel
it-
like in his case, he's not even taking this to be more passive. I feel like he's taking this and he's still going to be aggressive. So.
But I'm not sure he want to be aggressive now. He makes so many drones. I think he's afraid about something about Hydra. Hydra is no player. He's style aggressive with his Ro8.
And he's got a lot of units out too. 66 army supply to 38 for Hydra. Keeps on powering up.
It reminds me of Parting's game earlier that we saw in All Arena, where like he had against Maxed, he had less probes, but he had always so much more army somehow. He just kept on trading very cost effectively and focused on his army.
And now he need to defend. He got so many roaches. Hydra playing without Ravager.
China number
And without roach speed, so he's committed to this too. It's not like he can really retreat.
Let's go for the China number 1.
Yeah, it's now because he's playing very well. He want to play with the timing. It's like, okay, you can come, but I need to produce more. And let's go. He got speed roaches, but I'm not sure it's. Oh.
The range is helping a lot on these Ravagers, getting a lot of free shots. And Baneling's going to get some good detonations too, though.
Yeah, but the problem is Hydra got so many roaches. Oh my god, you can defense. I don't know.
And it's a +1 attack earlier too.
Wow.
15 seconds of +1 attack earlier for Hydra, getting a little bit more damage out.
Yeah, 19 roaches versus 12.
He lost quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like now the supplies are equal.
And
Hydra's
Hydra
trying to
starts
catch up
+2
on
as well instantly.
on the drone count a little bit here, so he's going to make less roaches. Tunming has held. He's going to stabilize here, and he's still ahead on drones.
He has to get +2 attack though, but he's so low on gas. How many gases is it? It's 4 for Tunming and 4 for Hydra. Okay.
Wow.
It's a Ravager difference though.
They're playing passion with
Passive.
passion. Passive with passion.
Yeah, passive passion.
That's
patiently.
Patiently with passive passion.
Yeah, that's so many love.
He's got to stop +2 attack. This is actually pretty big if that +2 attack completes for Hydra and doesn't for Tunming, but Tunming powering up.
Yeah,
He's
it's
building
timing.
a lot.
Let's go for China. Let's go.
Is he gonna just go moment style?
And I like the Ravager. It's very nice when you need to take a nice concave.
Yes.
You need to move and don't attack. Oh no!
How did he
Four
get
roaches
here?
can move everything. He kills the queen, so less larva. Queen some drones.
6 drones, 7 drones. That's a lot of drones, Mo.
How did they get there?
I don't know.
Oh, he dropped them.
Oh, teleportation.
Oh, teleportation.
He warped them in his opponent's base.
Oh, that's a really
very
nice move.
And now, do you
Is
think
it?
it would? Good job.
+2 attack though. +2 attack.
Yeah, I don't like how he forget his +2 attack. To
Maybe he wanted to eat the timing before.
Yeah,
Yes,
perhaps,
he has
but
to.
He need to.
Let's see.
All right.
So
Let's
many
go.
Ravagers.
Yeah, he can
He's
take
got
a nice
position and he's
the
yeah,
position
the
with
Ravager, the
Ravager.
crossing
Let's
fire,
go,
man.
Tunming. You can do it with. He can kill everything here.
Yes.
He can play with the timing. Look, he
at
kills some
Zerg
drones.
force
Kill some
fields.
drones. Let's go. You can do it. Oh my
Hydra's
god.
gonna get right in there.
Oh.
Bile hits big time. There is way more Ravagers
Oh my
here
god.
for Tunming, but he's getting chased back because he doesn't have enough roaches on the ground.
Ah, he's
Oh,
getting
nice
some more
speed.
big hits.
He has so
though.
many hits, but he's got so many things. Don't forget, he's
China?
attacking. I don't know. That's true. Oh, nice. He can do it. Let's go. Some roach without life. Let's go. You can give.
Why is Hydra droning in this tense moment? I do not know. But Tunming is broken
Yes,
through.
Tunming, let's go.
Moment
Win
is broken
this.
through.
China number 1. Let's go. He can do it. 13 drones less. You can kill him. Yes, I signed it. 4-3. 4-3. 4-3.
Say it.
Nice Tunming. Yes.
Say it.
Yeah,
China?
sorry.
China's
China
one.
number 1. China number 1. Let's go. You can do it. I said it. 4-3. So
you know
very
what
nasty.
happened? Like Hydra started to defend. At first, it looked like he was going to win that fight. So he's like, "Hey, I'm winning. Let's drone back up." Started a few drones, then he was like, "Oh God, there's actually too much."
Yeah.
Was forced to pull back, attacked into, and then he just died.
Yeah, that's nice style. I like it. Nice brain. Yes, he played. No, really, this ZVZ was so intense. I don't know if you feel it because I'm Zerg, but it's.
I see you feel
felt
it.
it in your pants. Yeah, it's I'm I jizz in my pants. And the thing of it's timing and it's so many pressure on the beginning, on the end, and the timing and all. That's 3-2.
It was a great game. It
like
was a really good game from Tudming. But now Tudming, Moment, has to play against Innovation.
Big Daddy's coming out.
Big Daddy's coming out to play. The robot man himself.
Yeah, you need to win 2-0 versus Innovation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because I think it's an ace.
Even the cat is hyped. That cat is listening to the sweet sounds of Drogo's voice.
That cat is literally saving his
Parting
bots.
imbalance, saving energy for Scarlet and Stefano. Hashtag baby Zerga, so cute, Brandon. Double Starcraft action in Sweden.
Risk.
Oh, the Risk Starcraft.
Yeah, Starcraft.
At very first, I didn't look down at the Risk. It looked like a Twister map.
Yeah, I was like, what is there a twist to Starcraft?
Yeah. Finland getting ready to beat Ukraine a little bit later on. The superior Zerg army, of course.
Resist the Kraken.
Yeah.
So now, to Ming, we're gonna win 2-0 as Innovation. That's.
You
the
think he
rules.
can?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah?
Why are you smiling?
Well, what number is China?
Yeah,
It's number one.
Yeah, it's number one.
It's
I
number
think
one. I listen to this guy.
If China wake up the ace of Chunming, it's not for nothing.
Okay, yeah.
He will be the hero for China.
The hero that they deserve, man.
Yeah.
To get them through to the semis.
He can do it.
You want to stick around?
Yeah, of
Moment,
course.
you wanna
Moment
keep
loves
casting?
casting in English. You want to see Tudming and Innovation?
I prefer
with us?
to show the
watch
people
it? To
who watch it, and my English is not very nice, and I think
No, it's good.
It's good.
No,
it's
you
good.
like-
It's very
oh,
good. It's
thank
good.
you. Thank you, but I will let the professional English people here, the best casters.
You are professional. You're very good in English casting.
Thank you very much. I love you.
I love you too sometimes.
Yeah, so Innovation versus Tunming, what do you think? Yeah, it's the Beast versus
I
the
think
Beast.
I'm gonna do a middle of the road between you and Todd. I think Innovation loses the first one
Nice, I
against
like it.
Tudming, but comes back to absolutely crush him in the
No,
last
I
one.
don't like it.
He's like, nice, yes. No,
What do you think,
no.
Todd?
I think Innovation is just going to demolish him right now. It's going to be tough. Like,
They will tough, yeah. I know Innovation is very strong, and on the groups, he
Is it-
played very well, so...
Is it Runes of Sarah's? Did I see?
Um,
But which style do you think Tudman's going to bring? Like in a very aggressive one? Or do you think he'll try to play normal against Innovation?
Versus Innovation, I
Yeah.
think he can... I think Innovation like play tank, you know? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not very easy to play aggressive versus this style. You need to see how he play Innovation. If he play with 3 CC,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's nice to play aggressive on the beginning. But if he play with a 2 CC and Banshee or something like that, you can play a macro and destroy him with a Roach Ravager.
Yeah.
He can. Innovation is very strong, but I'm not sure he can. Yeah, he can lose Innovation. He can. You can see
Innovation
the-
actually right now is rank 11 Grandmaster on the...
Is that his actual ID then? It's actually him playing
It
on
should
his
be,
own
no?
ID?
Actually, that's a good question. I
Yeah.
think it should be, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, actually,
Because I saw
if I could
this
join
in
the
it.
lobby, I could tell you, but...
Oh, yeah.
It's frozen. I don't know why.
Hey, did you see how one Korean got so many?
I will reconnect.
Okay.
Wins and look the tier 1
What?
on the bracket on the on the
Number
ranking.
one?
The number.
The
you know,
number one is China.
Six, number
I
6.
thought
No,
we
the
already-
number 6 of Korean. Look.
600, 300?
And
Yeah, but the guy above him has 800, 400. It's even more.
That's trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's trap. That's.
But it's trap. He plays 5-minute
What
games.
does that
it's
mean?
Trap. Yeah, 5 minutes. Look like me. You know?
Moment plays 1,000 games a season, but every one of them is 4 minutes long.
TVZ.
Who you logged in
Runes.
as?
Funka, but we went to Europe because I checked the friend list and James Carroll
Oh,
was
we're in it
online.
anyway.
But anyway, we're in the
Oh.
game.
Oh, gosh, we're in the game.
Okay, I let you this match.
Okay, maybe,
And I love you.
Roddy, you want to sit down
You
instead?
can come?
No?
No?
Roddy, no.
Okay. I love you.
Okay, bye.
See you,
Thanks for
Mo, man.
joining us, Mo, man. It was really nice.
China number 1, China.
He's so crazy, man.
We need to get a button.
Okay, down here to the bottom right, a button for China number 1. Bottom down here is, of course, Tudming, aka Whale Tail, making the epic comeback versus Korea. Come on then, Todd. You can do it.
Oh, you. It's
okay.
all you.
Okay. And over here on the left is the blue playing for careers, of course, innovation.
Already had to put in quite a bit of work in the round of 16 against Finland. And he was summoned here once again to take on China. Sparting and Hydra both fell.
A reverse kill in the previous round.
That was actually pretty insane. With all the pressure and everything, it's like, oh god, are we seriously going to lose? Nope. Big Daddy Innovation, man. Doesn't joke around.
He's the boss.
He's the final boss for sure.
And probably Tudming's going to have to play him twice.
Yeah. If he wins once, that is, he would have to play him twice, I think.
Well, a nice big map here. Bad side here for Tudming is that they have spawned relatively close to each other rather than cross position, which, well, then again, that could also be good for Tudming. Usually it's good for Zergs to be cross position to play out a long game, long macro, lots of creep spread and stuff, but Tudming is quite an aggressive Zerg. And he's already expanding towards his opponent, not knowing where he is, of course.
I wonder if he's going to regret it when he sees where Innovation is.
I think if he plays an aggressive game, I mean, it is hard against tanks, though.
But to be honest, maybe it was planned. Because like whichever position Innovation was going to be in, be it like basically if he's just not in the top right-hand side, this third base of Tudming is going to be towards Innovation. So maybe it was calculated. Like usually you feel like on this map, almost every time, you're going to be going for that closer third base, the one just right above your natural. But in this case, Tudming, it's almost as if he had planned for this. So we'll see. Maybe he wants to play aggressive.
It would be awesome to see. Some Roach Ling Ravager attack could be nice, but very difficult, as mentioned, against tanks and Banshees and stuff. So, and already with Innovation going up towards the factory, it's getting closer to being that very easy set of units to defend this. But we'll see. We'll see. Innovation was not able to get inside the main base to check the gases or not. Usually gases are made, though.
What did the Reaper kill so far?
Nothing yet.
Nothing at all. Wow, nice. Really sick defense, actually, by Tudming.
Yeah.
He starts running up lair. Straight to lair instead of getting something like speed here.
Wow.
And on the natural, why in the natural? He thinks the Reaper will jump
goes
in the main.
To the main, yes.
Oh, that's so sick. If it happens, then Innovation misses it.
But
did Innovation even see the third base, actually?
No. He didn't go up there yet.
That's so funny. Like everything that has happened, the Reaper is going to get back in there.
Is he going to go up and check the third? Or
he's like, why is there no third?
Pokes the natural, is going to hit the queen. Oh, shouldn't go that far though. What is this?
Hey, what's the plan? I don't get it.
I mean, this is such a fast layer that it almost, you can't afford a Spire when the layer finishes up.
Evo chamber on the way.
Very fast rope
but like,
speed.
He puts it here, Tudming, where he knew Innovation was going to be able to spot it. So it's not necessarily a tell that he wants to upgrade and take it to the late game.
One good thing is he can get an Overseer very early to defend against Cloak Banshees if that was the case. But
do you think Nidus is possible here?
No. It's not with an Evolution Chamber. It just doesn't make sense. You don't get an upgrade if you're trying to end the game before that upgrade.
Yeah, but the Evo Chamber is only there to make sure the Tian double E-base.
Yeah, then it's...
plays pretty greedy.
Yeah, then
Mind games, Apollo.
Then it is the mind game. Reaper gets 2 kills inside the main base.
Didn't spot the lair, I think.
I don't know if the Hellions went further.
Oh,
there they did, okay.
Third CC starts anyway. Innovation gives no damn anything.
But playing an aggressive Roach game against Banshees is not going to work very well in your favor.
Let's see here. If Tudming drones a little bit more, Pneumatized Carapace is going to be on the way.
Yeah, no attack upgrade coming out from that Evolution Chamber. So it's just a structure as a wall.
The Innovation Banshees, man. Here we go.
Where's the he's got an Overseer, 4 Queens, and it's pure Roaches from this point. Roach speed, attack anybody, just hope for the best. Banshee gets 2 more kills, gonna enter the main base. Cloak is now finished. And
I think Nidus.
Yeah, still?
Yeah.
It's getting kind of late.
Like, what else is he supposed to do?
Run at the wall? I don't know. More Queens coming in, but more and more drones have been killed. Finally, the Banshee's gonna go down, and that is a good pick to finally get it.
Does get the shutdown here eventually. That was very important.
But it's so low drones.
Yeah, that's why even more so Nidus, man. And with all the queens that he has, he's gonna drop everything. That's so much worse than Nidus.
All right. Well, sure, if he drops on top of what army there is, this could work. But what army is there? He stopped Banshee production. He sees the roaches coming
one roach
through.
forces innovation back, so he's actually going to miss these overlords here, maybe.
No, he's going to see them now, and that surely must tell him.
I love how that base is like
Stim is now completed, which does help. But there's 2 Banshees!
But there's
There are
Queens
there are
inside.
4
There's Queens and the Overseer, which innovation, I think, doesn't expect at all.
No. 1 tank, but where's he going? He's got to be careful. The Marines do have Stim.
Pulling some SCVs. The Banshees are going to follow the whole thing.
More and more roaches being built here.
It's 56 army supply for Tudming, 32 for innovation, who now knows there's some serious aggression headed his way. He's shut it down here so far.
Oh, he's trying to snipe the Queen. Oh, he's
going for the bunker. Actually, SCVs at left, but siege tanks are in position.
Yes, he's going to drop on top of the siege tanks. Here we go.
But there's too much.
Is this going to work?
No.
There's transfusions coming out from these Queens. The Overseer comes in. He needs to target down the Banshees.
As this is being defended here right now with this many Marines,
the
siege tanks will fall.
There's still a Banshee alive as well. This is not work. This is falling flat on its face. Moment is screaming in agony in the other room. As this attack has not worked.
Yeah, I mean, 1-1's on the way behind this for innovation. He's got combat shields. He's pumping out Marines, tanks. He's just in a great position. And from there, he knows that it's going to be almost impossible for Tudming to transition as well. He has triple orbital. He can just kind of lay back, get a lot of units, and make sure he's safe against any kind of follow-up attack here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this has not worked very well for Tudming. His innovation defends rather easily, to be honest. And now is catching up very much so in terms of army supply, and also upgrades kicking in very shortly. Combat shields finishing up 1-1 just around the corner. More and more tanks. Marauders coming into play as well. Banshee harassing on the other side of the map to this incredibly hurt and low Zerg economy.
I can't believe he went drop with how good Niduses are.
It's 2 more drones. Tudming's got 1 last big attack in him, and if this does not work, China will be eliminated in the quarterfinals here.
China will not be number 1.
They will not be number 1.
They'll be number 5 to
5 to 8, actually, Momen. Innovation not having to do too much work today for Team Korea. A win would push them through to tomorrow, of course, where the top 4 and final is played.
Here we go.
Can Tudming keep China in this one last time?
He's got so much already. I mean, innovation is golden here. He's got 1-1 Steam Pack combat shield. He's ready to roll.
Yeah. Tudming starts +2.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's got no drones on the 30, so 39 drones across all these bases. That's a Moman base, yeah. And innovation playing this very, very cautiously. He knows this game is almost won.
If roaches get too close, he can even pick up and save his tanks.
Waiting to see where the roaches get dropped and just boost to wherever.
I think Tudming is hoping that innovation will move out.
Yeah.
Make the mistake of moving out. And then he's got this preset concave already ready to go in. And then he would drop on top of this as well. But I mean, there's just so much for innovation that it might not matter anyway.
Armory finishing up so that 2-2 can start for innovation, but he pokes forward with a couple of units. Let's have a quick look. Even a sensor tower reveal some of these other units towards the north. And Tudming building up slowly with these roaches, more and more being added. Does he just go for a massive +2 attack and hope?
I really like the patience of innovation, actually. Not being like, all right, I held, now it's time to counter-attack and all that. You know, he knew how far ahead he was. He just keeps on getting his upgrades, getting more and more army, and now it's time to move out. Now he knows that he's going to have way more. It's going to be almost impossible for Tudming to hold anything.
And here comes Tudming from all sides. Left-hand side gets crushed in 2 seconds. The right-hand side gets crushed in 0.5 seconds. GG. Innovation closes it up for Korea, and they advance to the semi-finals, which will, of course, be played tomorrow. China are eliminated for NationWars 3.
South Korea, man, the dream is alive.
Yeah.
Not the easy victory a lot of people had predicted, but solid enough. Innovation, though. I feel like innovation is like this one guy. He's like a legend. He's like in a cave.
Yeah.
This huge guy that will deliver if you have to call up on him.
It's
but
like the cage.
Really don't
it's one of the cages that slowly opens like this.
And then he comes
and then you have
out.
like these 2 red lights in the dark. I'd be like, uh-oh. Innovation time.
And he's like, like he's really not happy about being summoned, but he has to do the job anyway. He's like, oh, God damn it. Like, guys, not again.
Yeah. He comes in to save Korea, not save Korea, but push them through like he did in the previous round. He does it again here today, and that sees Korea advance 4-2 over China. And China did put up a bit of a fight, but not good enough to prevent Korea from making top 4 in NationWars 3. And now they will play either the Poland, I meant to say the Netherlands, but it came out the Poland. They'll either play the Netherlands or Poland in the semi-finals tomorrow, which of course means our next quarterfinal, #RoddyReady, is going to be Poland versus the Netherlands. Roddy's got a bottle of champagne. He's got a bottle of champagne ready for the Netherlands victory.
Yeah, actually, he bought a bottle of champagne for if they win their quarterfinal. That's how much he thinks they're not likely to win their quarterfinals. Like, I bought a bottle for if France wins the tournament.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll get a bottle as well. I'm like, what?
Roddy's like, well, to be honest, Todd, there's two ways this goes. Netherlands go through and I do drink the champagne, or they go out and I still drink the champagne. Thanks for sending your tweets, of course. #MW3, with lots more still to come, of course.
Oh, that was from the mask. But, oh, that's a sick T-shirt.
Innovation picked up a nice and easy win for you guys from Sweden. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Well, yeah, so there we have it. We're going to go to a quick break in a second, and then we'll be powering up Poland versus the Netherlands. Looking forward to this one. Kev is so excited.
He's jumping around.
He's jumping around.
Roddy actually dressed up as well.
He dressed up for the occasion.
Dress shirt and everything.
Yeah. He's Coach Ro8 today. I feel like Roddy's just going to walk around with one of these on, even if he's not casting, pretending like he's talking to the team.
All right, guys, it's time. Like he's like giving them pep talks. They're like, "What? We're ready to play." What
he
are you
gets
doing?
like a notepad out, like a football manager starts writing things on it during the matches. All right, so that's going to be just coming up next. We're going to take a very brief break, or a 5-minute break, to get the teams ready for our next match. It's going to be Poland versus Holland.